You know?
Just show me the lay of the land.
I'm just freelance, by the way, if Buckets needs anybody, and I just quit my other job. I just quit my other job on Friday, so I got time.
Fluent,
that's good to know all this.
Fluent, that's what I wanted to ask you. How did that go?
It was great for me. Not so good for them. They're very surprised. They're like, can you download all the stuff that you've done? I'm like, nope, that's mine, my intellectual property.
Wow, why would they?
Beautiful. I loved it. It was great.
You just rode off into the sun like a boss.
Yes, sir.
What was the last words you said? Did you say anything that was iconic as you were exiting the premises?
You know what I always say, and that's Fluent. Walked away.
That's kind of dope.
Awesome.
I don't know that they got it because they don't really pay attention to my
No
podcast.
way. You had to go.
It was great for me.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's kind of dope.
can't make this shit up.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. I just have to fix the chat so that they can see.
Jack, will you send me the rundown?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Let me send that to you right now. Players' choice community. All right, Zach, I just sent that. I need some feedback. Yo, and Dale, I hate when JD's not here to run everything because like I don't do it for months and then JD goes missing and then I like have to do a bunch of weird things that my computer is not ready for.
Right.
And
so
I don't
he doesn't
like
need breaks.
Yeah,
I don't like it either.
I didn't like that. I have no idea what this break was about at all. I didn't even ask. On his story, I just seen a bunch of $100 bills and poker chips.
Whenever JD takes a break, I mute his story until he gets back. So I don't know what's been going on.
That's kind of valid. That's kind of valid. Twitch, I can't for whatever reason stream to YouTube and Twitch right now. It's down. It's not working. So when JD comes back, he can figure that out as well because I refuse to take time out of my precious day to figure that one out. But I am sorry, Twitch community. But there will be a lot of changes coming in. What year is it? In 2022 later on. War Machine, aka Mars, the new favorite. How are you, Mars?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a nice discussion about last episode. So,
with who? TikTok or?
No, with the Discord, just getting a feel for the lands, recruiting my new Martians.
Okay. So, okay. I wonder if you have more Martians.
It's two things I have never been a part of: the Discord and the doc.
The Discord is amazing.
Is it? How do I get there?
I could send you a link and you just pop in, but it's a lot of notifications, so you have to kind of be intentional about what you want to do in there. They need to fix that. I agree.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Gotcha.
Nah, Del. You do what I do for my other one. You just mute it and you go in and check in when you want to check in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
You miss a lot
with the gridiron chat. I just mute it and then I go check in every once in a while.
Fluent, you see that I just left the gridiron chat. Like I was so over you. I was like, this is insane how much you guys talking here.
That's why I muted it. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm all.
It's good. It's good if you're into wanting to talk about it all the time. It's good, but no, too much.
Mars, I don't know how to check who has the most fans on Discord.
Neither. I don't know how it works. I just be talking. I'm not gonna lie.
Got you. So Zach, everybody, this is Zach from Buckets. He works with Euro and Hezi occasionally. He was also my team manager at Arizona State University back when we played.
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, basketball. And Zach was one of those guys we always kept in touch year to year.
100%.
I remember when I came back from Italy my first year. I came back to Cali. We took a picture. I put it to the gram. It might have been hidden now, but it was there. It happened.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's not a great picture either of us.
No, my wife remixed my entire Instagram. It's actually her Instagram and my son's Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. which is fun. Yeah. I don't mind.
Which is fluent.
Oh, Fluent. Fluent. Have you seen? Just because we're kind of shooting the shits real fast. Have you seen Players' Choice TikTok lately?
No.
You haven't?
Like, is there something specific? Like, I see it, but what happened?
I don't exactly.
I feel like I'm on something.
No, you're not on anything. I'm just trying to figure out why the algorithm has decided to be so gracious to us this last month. I feel like it's an inside job. I don't know though, but I know that you're on TikTok, so you see the numbers, and I'm just like, how is this stuff? How is this even working? I don't even. We did we did a pick the better player like we're gonna do today with Dame, Steph, and Kyrie, and I thought it was the most basic edit ever, and it just clears 1 million in one day.
They did change the algorithm recently, so whatever you did may have just clicked with what the changes were to the algorithm.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense.
How long does it normally take to get 1 million? What is it, views? 1 million views?
Yeah, 1 million views. I mean, it happens pretty fast. I mean, sometimes longer than others.
It can happen. If it's gonna happen, it typically does happen fast because the way they do it is they shoot it out to a small group and they get a certain percentage of likes. They shoot it out to a bigger group, and then boom, 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 and then they shoot it out to bigger and bigger groups. So
yeah.
That's dope.
I had one that took 10 days and it was stuck like under 10,000, and then it went to 1 million 10 days later.
What's your GG?
Just knowing 1 million people viewed your stories, that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
The funny thing is though, you never know, because like I did some random, it was a morph of The Weeknd, like his regular face. You know when he went through that phase where he was doing that fake plastic surgery and his face was all taped up. And I did a morph where it started with his regular face and went to like what he created afterwards. And I was like, man, that's a Weeknd I never want to have. And like boom, like that's the one that was the first kind of viral video. I was like, that make no sense. It had nothing to do with sports, but anyway,
it'd be the ones you're not trying for.
Yeah,
you're right. Because I think the Eddie Oldhead stuff should be the stuff that's viral.
I love the Eddie Oldhead. I seen that randomly, and I texted LeBron. I said, "Yo, Fluent is insane." That's all I did.
Check it out today because we added to our group. We got OG Oldhead talking about John Havlicek.
Wow.
Chilltown. Shout out to my co-host Chilltown 32.
Shout out Chilltown. That other guy not so much.
Your guys' conversation about Kobe was so upsetting for me as a Lakers guy. Hearing the conversation. I mean, those did super well, so maybe that's what got you guys back, kind of like helped you with the algorithm, gave you the juice again. But oh boy, as a Lakers fan, I was.
I was sad that happened on Player's Choice. I'm not gonna lie. That's like one of the what is it? Strikes on Player's Choice for me. That was nasty.
It killed though. I mean, it killed.
Yeah, it did.
You should really never have a guy who got beat by the Lakers in controversial fashion talking about the greatest Lakers of all times. Come on.
I don't know who made that doc.
What do you mean? What was upsetting about it? Because I think
fell out the sky.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Go on.
Oh, I just think I don't frankly know where to begin with it, but it's like that guy meant so much to this city, and like to say outside top 5 just seems sort of like a little disingenuous. You know what I mean? Like that was the part that annoyed me. You know,
that's the part that also annoyed me.
Yeah. Zach doesn't know, so I'll just kind of move and let him see all the Kobe stuff.
Good. That's great to see.
For me, when Kobe passed, it really helped me appreciate his greatness a lot more. And Dale. Dale's probably like number 1. I really have Kobe top 3 now because of Dale. And it was a slow transition, but it picked up fast. Like it was dope.
I just always thought you was a crazy Kobe fan because the first time I met you, you were playing in some Kobe's, which obviously doesn't make you a fan just because you play in the shoes. But that during that whole 2008 summer, the only player you would play with in 2K was Kobe Bryant.
I like the shot release on 2K. He had a very predictable shot release. Like you could time it perfectly.
Obviously, 2008 Kobe. That's like some of the best video game type of characters you're gonna get. Yeah. That's really a superhuman, But like the way you abused him, I was always like, all right, Shaq's a Kobe stan. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Hey, 2K. With passion.
EA Sports.
I'm a fan of NFL Blitz.
Okay. Ooh, they're not ready to hear that though.
I play that in Mario Kart for 64. That's all I do.
Have you ever read the story about how they got Blitz made? They
Never.
hid all the because the NFL came through to approve the game and they hid all the violence on it. They turned it all off. And the NFL's like, yeah, this is a great game. And they turned it all back on when they sent that shit out. Obviously went very, very crazy on the set.
It did good though. Blitz was so dope. Man.
Hey, Dale, when you're playing Blitz, this is something that I do and I just can't help myself but to do it. Every time you get the tackle, do you make sure you go and jump on a dude?
I hit the dude before the ball gets there every time.
Yo, that pass interference when I was younger.
It's no pass interference in Blitz.
Do that. Yeah, I couldn't comprehend that they would let you do that when I was that young.
You guys are so lucky. I had to grow up playing double dribble. You guys are so lucky.
That sounds bad.
For Mars, go Google double dribble. You'll see what I'm talking about.
He probably is.
I mean, Mars the only phone he knows is iPhone, right, Mars?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I had a BlackBerry when I was young.
Okay, that's fire.
Okay.
Did you ever have a sidekick?
No idea what that is.
Wow.
Mars, don't do that.
What do you want me to do? I'm young.
My first was the Zach Morris, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, sidekick was amazing, man.
This game looks terrible.
That's what I had to deal with. Double dribble. It was fun though.
Not NBA Jam.
I got into NBA Jam. That's when I got older, but no, double dribble was the first one, and we were excited to have it.
I was at like Streets Volume
Atari?
2 for.
It was ColecoVision.
Streets Volume 2
I
is.
can't believe I just said that.
That and Ron's. What was the one we used to play on Nintendo 64 with Bo Jackson? He was unstoppable.
Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah. And it was like he was like player 99,000.
Playing at G Bell's house.
Yeah. The good old days.
Yeah. Shout out Bo Jackson, one of the greatest athletes of all time.
This is not Gridiron Blitz, all this stuff. Let's talk about Bo Jackson.
I said greatest athletes. I didn't say one of the greatest football players. I'm talking because he did play another sport as well.
No one cares. Let's get it, Shaq.
All right. Thank you, Dale. Aye, Captain. All right, we have an MJ Kobe Bron. Let's start off the show with that. We can skip that first one-on-one thing because we have a one-on-one tournament later that is going to be fun, I think. So we got MJ Kobe Bron. We have 12 categories, and we all just say MJ, Kobe, or Bron. It's very simple. Yeah. Any concerns?
No, I'll see you guys at the end.
All right,
a couple things to talk about.
We shouldn't. All right, but I'll stop if I hear anything egregious. Shout out Andrew Taylor, also another ASU guy. He's in the chat. He said hi, Shaq and Zach. Yes, for sure. I was about to say a funny story, but I'm gonna make sure I can say it later. A lot of good stories. Yeah. Arizona State alumni in the house. All right, MJ, Kobe, Bron, Dale. I'm gonna go Dale, Mars, Fluent, Zach, Ron. And hopefully we can get that order down so I don't have to say your names every time, but it rarely happens. So scoring ability, Dale.
Mike.
Mars.
MJ.
Fluent.
Mike.
Zach.
MJ.
Ron.
Kobe.
Thank you, Ron. Playmaking. MJ. Playmaking. Dale.
Bron.
Mars.
Bron.
Fluent.
Bron.
Zach.
Kobe.
Ron.
Oh, LeBron James.
These 4-1s kill me every time. It's like somebody else was just born in a different universe and just didn't catch on. I don't know. I don't know.
The LA bias on my end.
Got you. All right, this will be a fun one. Defense. Dell.
Mike.
Mars.
Bron.
Fluent.
Mike.
Zach.
MJ.
Ron.
Numbers don't lie. Michael Jordan.
Numbers do lie. 3-point shot. Dale.
Kobe.
Mars.
Bron.
Fluent.
Kobe.
Zach.
Kobe.
Ron.
Kobe.
For 3-point shot.
Yes.
Everybody said Kobe?
I said Bron, but
Okay. Mars, thank you. Thank you. All right. Mid-range, Dale.
I'm gonna go Kobe.
Mars.
Kobe.
Fluent.
Mike.
Zach.
Mike.
Ron.
I just call it draw right here.
It is a draw,
Like,
though.
this
It is. It is. It's a
come
draw.
on.
Yeah.
I usually don't do this. I'm usually straightforward, but it's
What's a
Kobe
draw
Jordan.
about it?
It's Kobe Jordan.
Brown's not even in the conversation?
No.
Nope.
I still can bring him up.
You know how you do start bench cut? This is just start bench. in my case, start.
All right. Moving along. Finishing. Dell.
Mike.
Mars.
Bron.
Fluent.
Kobe.
Zach.
LeBron.
Ron.
Mike Jordan.
Okay, I think we know the order, so let's just try to be ingenious here and see if we can figure it out. Handles.
Kobe.
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 That was like the most fluid that's ever happened. I'm so proud of you guys. Like, that was just a moment. Thank you. Athleticism.
Ron.
Bron.
Mike.
LeBron.
Jordan.
Do you guys want to do clutch gene or can we skip it? But clutch gene.
Mike.
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 Kobe.
I'm going Kobe too.
I'm so happy I didn't skip that. Do you guys want to be famous on TikTok this week or something?
Yeah.
Are you guys not getting enough traction? Are you guys about to start something that I don't know about? All right. Deeper bag.
Kobe.
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 Mike.
Bron. Most feared by peers.
Mike.
MJ.
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, Jordan.
Better overall.
Mike.
MJ.
Mike.
Come on,
Mike, I
Zach.
guess.
Just because I gotta throw him some bail. I'm not gonna do that. It's Mike. It's Mike.
Hold on. I didn't do playoffs, and I want to do playoffs just to have it in there. So playoffs.
Mike.
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 Sweep. Mike.
I just have a few questions because I rarely heard LeBron James, if at all. Are we just all agreeing that LeBron James is third behind MJ and Kobe? Is that what's happening here?
I
That's
have him
kind of how
second.
that's how my top 5 goes. But I don't think this tells the main of who do you, like you said. Braun could have won most of these, and I would still think Mike is better. So Mike.
But
is
it's
a
still the
better
fact that he
overall player.
didn't win any of them. So let's talk about that.
He did one. He
I
won.
think-
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it
couple.
is-
I gave Bron
LeBron
5
won.
of them. I gave him 5.
I'll say this. The thing about LeBron is why people have him so high, including myself, is you have to include longevity. That wasn't a question. Peak longevity. That wasn't a question. He doesn't do anything better than anybody else. So there's always going to be someone better in every single category, but he does everything great. That's actually the greatness of LeBron, is that he does everything great, and he's done it great at a really high level for
For a
longer
long
than anybody
time.
else.
Yeah.
So when you do these kind of things, yeah, he's going to lose, but it's because it's a different question with him.
If
Okay.
you did passing, if you had a category for passing, some of those things that he did, there's just like little things that I guess.
But that was
to your point-
playmaking for.
Yeah, that's
for,
why.
for
So when
Shaq.
you picked Kobe,
Okay.
Kobe for playmaking, I would love for you to explain your process and how we get to that.
I guess I sort of weighed playmaking similar to clutch gene in that setup, in the sense that like if you need a play made, he's gonna go ahead and get it done. I kind of looked at it as a extension of clutch gene, and that's probably on me for kind of slightly misunderstanding the category.
I mean, I like that
still think
explanation.
Yeah, it was it's pretty detailed.
I still think
I was
Kobe
on board
was
with
a
it.
nasty passer. So there you go.
I just had that.
I think people too forget like Kobe and more so Mike, right? Like Kobe knew the right play to make, like, but he just didn't always do it because he'd rather do it himself. Whereas Mike knew the right play to make and would do it. LeBron just does it more.
Yeah,
so people see him as more of a playmaker. And that's why I picked him.
Do you ever think Kobe didn't make that pass because it was like the ball's going to Sasha Vujacic versus like
there was plenty of years when Smush is the guy on the wing, I'm shooting that shot. Like I get it. Like so I don't but I mean like I'm maybe the minority here where I think Kobe had one of the highest IQs ever because he knew like the angles, the plays, what everyone's supposed to do. He just didn't always listen to what he knew. He knew that it would be better for him to pass it down, you know, to Pau Gasol. But instead he's like, nah, forget it. I'm gonna shoot this. Right. Like there's a famous thing where Shaq's like, hey, I'm open. And he's like, yeah, get the offensive rebound if I miss. Right.
I actually heard a story about that with Jordan Farmer told a story. He was playing with they was playing against the Hawks. What's his name? Radmanovich. So we was talking about so Radmanovich is going up to Kobe in Atlanta like, yo, I'm open because Kobe's going to score. I'm open on the wing. So Kobe was like, oh, for real? So that means nobody boxed you out. Go get the rebound.
and that's crazy because Vladimir really could shoot it though.
No, that's crazy. That came to his mind and know that no one boxed you out. Go get the rebound.
That's elite.
Let's text Jordan.
He just
come
he
tell
just
a
had
Kobe story for us.
He just had rebuttals for. I don't think anybody wants to tell any stories on Player's Choice right now. We're entering that awkward stage where if you come on here and say something wild, JD's going to clip it up in a way that's volatile to your career. Yes.
I just had to ask Mars, why do you think Bron is a better defender than Kobe and Mike?
I think perimeter defense, I'll give Mike and Kobe the edge, but if we're talking like, for me, peak defense, Miami Bron, I think the versatility he brought was better than what Mike and Kobe did. I think his defense was more valuable in that case. But I'm not mad at Mike or Kobe above Bron. I just think he brought more to the table in terms of versatility. And then
so just because he's taller, basically, and he could guard like a 4-5.
It's literally just because he's bigger.
Yeah, got you.
Pause.
One thing I'll give LeBron, especially right now, his weak side ability to come and get blocks is ridiculous right now, especially in year 19. I watched the other night against the Raptors. He got 2 blocks on close possessions in a game, and I'm just like, how? And we all know it's chase down block game. Bron's nothing to play with when it comes to shot blocking. Outside of that, I'm not going to
except Jordan averaged more than him at 6'6" and a guard. But yeah, the other thing, the thing that knocks him a bit for me is that, and you guys, we all played. I think we all played. What's the number one thing about defense? It's effort.
Yeah, effort.
And what's the one thing that LeBron doesn't always give? So that's why he's below the other two for me.
I mean, he has to put the gas. He has to put the gas in other places.
Yeah.
I think Bron is an overrated perimeter defender. Like, so overrated.
But you think Giannis is overrated too?
A perimeter defender? Yes, I do.
You just think
but
LeBron is
the greatest defensive play in NBA history, right? It's better than MJ's steal, right?
That block on
but
Iggy is a great block. Yeah,
it's a great block, but it's not like heck. Jordan did that at 39 against Ron Mercer. Like, I know it wasn't the playoffs or the finals.
That was OD. But
he was 39 and he did that.
That was crazy,
right?
I just got to chill in my stomach for you to bring up that Ron Mercer play. That was and that's a better block though. That's a better block.
I just want you guys.
The timing was different, right?
Obviously. Yeah, of course. But Floyd, thanks.
I just want you guys to note that this group, this 6 people will never be on the same show ever again. We have MJ, Mars, sometimes Bron, mainly MJ, fluent MJ, Zach just caping for Kobe, and LeBron's just always been MJ. And I'm up here thinking like, what the hell is going on?
Right here.
No, I just really don't think Bron he's an overrated perimeter defender. That's all
I know, but he did have the greatest. He did have the greatest play in NBA history, defensive play.
I gave LeBron 5 of the categories. I think I was pretty nice.
You think? I don't know.
He said the greatest defensive play, like, again, because of the timing. When it happened.
Yeah, so
I don't think anyone's going to argue that.
Yeah. Is Kyrie's shot one of the greatest shot as well.
Yeah, I can see that being like a top 15er, maybe top 10.
I don't think that shot gets as much praise as it should.
Yeah,
because the block was just OD.
I think it's because of Kyrie. That's why.
Yeah, that too.
You want to get really nasty? You don't think the best defensive play was Kevin Love on Steph Curry at the end to make him miss that three? No one ever talks about that. We always want to talk about LeBron.
That was good. That was
unbelievable.
It was Kevin Love guarding Curry. No one ever wants to bring that up either.
That for sure was a good stop. But they won't
bring that up yet.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't fit the narrative.
This does. That's weird. We're hopping into current news.
That's the only time they don't really give white privilege. I'll go ahead, Shaq.
You guys want to keep going? Because I didn't want to put the cape on for Bron because it's early in the show, but I can get there.
I want to hear it. I want to hear why you think Bron needs to be in some of these categories.
I mean,
he needs to be there.
Oh, he needs to be there.
Yeah, he needs to be there for sure.
It's not like it's a landslide.
He's there, but I'm saying, why do you have him win in some of these categories?
Here's the thing, and I wanted to address somebody in the comments saying Kobe only had percentage. Kobe only had one MVP. You should go and just take a snapshot of Kobe's career and just look at all the events that happened off the court, and you will understand why he only had one MVP. But I just wanted to address that. Scoring ability, that can be argued, LeBron.
I mean, he did.
Shaq, this is what Shaq is going to do. And this is why LeBron is the hardest thing. And this is why I don't go back and forth with Shaq. Because he's going to say scoring ability. And subtly, he's going to say, you could argue LeBron, and he's just going to go to the numbers and the amount of points LeBron has scored, and then you have to lay your head down and just go back and forth. So this is why
right now,
that's
hands on that mouse right now.
Right. But that's where Shaq is going. If you ask scoring ability, why could we argue scoring ability, Shaq?
That's nasty to do that. I would let Mars do it before I did it.
You would. That's where you're going.
Hey, Mars said he never had a sidekick. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what. But that's where Shaq is going. And
Mars, by default, Kobe, LeBron should be your GOAT. Kobe should be second, and MJ should be third.
Why is that default?
Because your age.
I can watch things.
No, you can, but that's why he's saying it.
Mars, I'm not picking on you at all this show. I'm not. If you think I am, I'm not. Defense for sure is Bron. Playmaking for sure is Bron. So scoring ability, playmaking, defense, and three-point shot. Those are four categories.
Defense. Hold on.
It's
for
sure.
How can you say defense is for sure LeBron?
Okay, not for sure, but you can throw him in there as an argument.
All three of them are in the argument, of course.
Yeah. He got robbed of a defensive player of the year that he'll never get back.
No, he didn't.
I'd love to hear it, Fluent.
No, he didn't. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll send you the link where I break down every single statistical category and who was voting and why actually Marc Gasol very legitimately won that Defensive Player of the Year award. I can't do it now. It'll take too much time, and I don't have my notes in front of me. I don't have the memory of you guys. I got to look it up. But yeah, he did not get robbed. He did not get robbed.
Did you break it down fluently?
I did break it down fluently.
Real nicely.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you get enough credit for your name. By the way, that was pretty clever.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Mid-range.
No.
Mid-range?
Shaq, stop.
Come on. Stop it. Stop
But
it.
these are the things we just need to think about it, though. We just have to think about it. Like, just think about it and be like, could it be? All right, it's not, but okay. Finishing 100% hands down is LeBron James.
How can you say that?
I don't agree with that.
I want to know how you can say that.
MJ was kind of wicked.
Thank you.
Like, not kind of.
Like, kind of wicked.
The only argument you can make is the same one that Mars. Not the only argument, but I would say the best one is the one that Mars made, just because he's bigger and stronger than the other two.
Well, no,
it doesn't matter.
I don't think so either.
The only argument you can actually make is the one that is in his favor, which is 70-something% from 0 to 3 feet. But we don't have those stats for the other guys because they only started tracking that in like 96, 97. That's really the only legitimate argument, but it's unfair because you don't have the stats for the other guys.
You'd give LeBron if we had put like low post game, you'd give it to LeBron over like Kobe.
Me?
Yeah, no, I'm just asking. I'm asking the group. Yeah, post up game.
No, I wouldn't at all. It's not even a question. I think Kyrie Irving is a better post player than Bron.
Bron had to learn how to play in the post.
That's a weird take. That's another weird take.
Mars, what you just said, Mars, you'll give it to Bron?
No, I said I'd have Bron last out of the three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weird take alert from Dale. Weird take alert. You want to repeat it? www.weirdtakes.com. Kyrie Irving has a better post game than LeBron James. That's super weird and it's super nasty because you guys all go to YouTube and type in Kyrie Irving. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. Kyrie Irving post moves. The video's 3 minutes and it's like on him on multiple teams, and I'm like, okay, if I did this with LeBron James,
for multiple teams.
So who has posted up more? Who has posted up more in their careers? LeBron James or Kyrie Irving? It does matter.
Who's better when they're in the post scoring?
So why doesn't Kyrie Irving just post score all the time then?
This is why Bron is good in the post. Because he'll get the ball, he'll survey the floor, and he'll make the right play. A lot of times that's not him getting a bucket. He can get a bucket, but a lot of times he's going to make a good pass out of the post when the double team comes. When Kyrie gets the ball down there, it's barbecue chicken. It's a bucket, and you know it's a bucket.
Is playmaking out of the post not playing in the post? That's a part of being a post player.
Yeah, but are we talking about them posting up to score? Or are
we always got a context. We're not talking about playmaking and the backdoor passing.
Dale,
it's about playing in the post.
Okay, Dale, you're the coach. You're the coach in Cleveland. You're Ty Lue, and you see Kyrie and LeBron, and you're saying put the ball in the post. Who do you think the people on the court are going to be? But who do you think the people in the gymnasium think that where's the ball about to go? Put the ball in the post, and they give it to Kyrie.
Yeah, and they won't bat an eye.
It depends on the year.
I think they bat an eye.
It depends on the year,
bro.
I think they bat an eye. I do.
They would not, bro.
Eyes are batting in that arena. Like, what is going on? This is weird.
In 07, the Spurs were quite happy to let LeBron have the ball in the post. Very happy.
I mean, you can always context Ben. Dale, you just said. Wait, Dale, really fast.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, real quick. Fast or quick is better. Why you say they would bat an eye for the post, but the last shot of their biggest game in the game 7, they trust Kyrie with the ball. So of course, if it's not a bad option, they're going to Kyrie. Right. So in the post, it's not a bad.
I just said LeBron has a better post game than Kyrie, but I mean I would trust Kyrie in a lot of different situations. That's fair. I just have a question. Why is there 250 people viewing and only 38 likes?
38 likes.
This is. I know the content can't be that poor. That is a different type of ratio. Oh, it's up to 45. Okay.
Probably like 500.
All right, it's up to 65 now. They're responding. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to ask.
I feel like when you're watching, listen, I'll tell you, I know when I watch, it's like everything I like, it's almost like around the horn. I'm hitting. Oh, I like what he said. I like what he said.
I got you.
That's really what should be happening. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
If I don't like it, if I'm watching a video on YouTube, I just like it anyway, even if I don't.
I never subscribe to my favorite potters or favorite YouTube channels. I recently started doing it, but I get it.
It helps the brand.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're up to 93. So, all right, current news. Ron, do you want to take this over? Because I like when you do the current news. I just hate when you host the rest of the show.
I just don't like his voice.
I'll run the
I do like his jacket. I do like that jacket.
Yeah, hey, if you guys don't like my voice, hey, just take your headphones out, mute me, whatever. Just look at this, all right?
That's a nice place.
I worked out in that yesterday.
Hey, Shaq, I'll be checking the mailbox for one of those, huh?
You're right. You are absolutely correct. You and Fluent. I owe a few people.
Double XL in case you didn't know.
Got you. I got you.
He does.
Mine hasn't even arrived in Greece yet. It just said got out of customs yesterday, so we'll see.
Do you need me to make a call? My uncle works in customs.
I was going to put on my big one today, but
wow.
That was fine.
I did it.
Don't hurt him.
That was nice. Shameless plugs. No.
Never shameless.
Never.
Frank Gallagher.
Great show. All right, y'all. So we know what happened last night. We're all tuned into the NBA. We all know LeBron last night, just passed Karl Malone for second all-time on the list.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, longevity, what Fluent was just talking about, is so dope. I think the biggest thing about Bron being able to do this is the fact that as many points as he gets it's a testament to his talent. No one really views him as a scorer, and it's weird. Like I still don't look at Bron. He could average 40, and I think that's just how great he is. He does so much stuff that he could have 40 points, and then you still don't label him a scorer. And now he's second all time and soon to be first. So it was OD. It was OD to do to see.
Hats off to Bron. even more of a testament why he's the greatest of all time. You guys have MJ over Bron because of rings, and I bring that up all the time, which is weird.
That's not true, though.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not true, bro. I never say that to you. It's the weirdest thing.
So if MJ never won a ring ever, you would still think he's the greatest of all time, and you're about to lie, because then that's with that logic, Kyrie is also one of the greatest of all time.
Rings and what your finals performances are like. It's like the cherry on top of
I
your
appreciate
sundae.
that. I appreciate
you have
that.
to get to that.
I appreciate that.
Before you talk about it,
I appreciate that.
Why did LeBron make the greatest play ever defensively to you? Tell me why.
I mean, okay, I see what you're going here.
Just answer the question.
The gravity of the situation. The gravity of the situation.
Of the NBA Finals, Bron.
I don't think that MJ team
in the regular season it wouldn't be viewed the same.
That MJ team right now. That MJ team right now.
Play 6-0 in the ring, 6 Finals MVP, never making it.
That MJ team.
Don't downplay that based on greatness.
That MJ team right now, we can turn them into the Super Bowls and bring them into this era, and they're not beating that Golden State Warriors team.
The 2016 one?
None of them. I hate how you guys try to downplay any of those Warriors team. They're not beating any of them. None of them. LeBron came back from 3-1 because that's LeBron James. That's LeBron.
That's right. That Bulls team wouldn't be down 3-1
I agree.
against that Bulls team. That 73
you guys are delusional. You guys are so delusional. No. That MJ era is very overrated.
73-9.
Second show in a row standing on this right now.
Yeah,
it's the best.
LeBron's smacking every team that the Bulls played in the finals. The only one that maybe has a chance against LeBron in the final that the Bulls played, the only one is maybe the Sonics, in my opinion.
Let me guess. No, Fluent.
Hey, you know the Sonics gonna come and represent. Hey, you know what Seattle gonna do.
So the Utah Stockton Malone, they're not.
Do you want to talk about what Kyrie would do to Stockton? It would be
because Dale, you're one of these type of guys. Dale, you're one of these guys.
Hold on. No. This is what it confuses me about the situation. It's not going to be a one-on-one Kyrie versus Stockton.
That doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
It's not gonna be.
We've seen a lot. It's gonna be a lot of one-on-one Kyrie versus whoever. It doesn't matter. We've seen a lot of one-on-one from Kyrie all the time. So what changes? The year
is gonna change. They had an MVP in Karl Malone. They had how many games did they win? They had the best record in the NBA that year. And you saying because
also what year
are
you playing in? What era? What rules?
Whatever,
all that stuff.
like,
that's why these comparisons.
That's why these comparisons are nasty. But whatever rules you want to make and apply them, LeBron's winning. Whatever you want to do, whatever fancy schmancy stuff you want to do, LeBron's still winning.
So LeBron go 7 games in the Eastern Conference against Boston Celtics and all this stuff. You don't think a team with season 2 Hall of Famers could get LeBron, put him on the ropes, and possibly beat him? That's gross to think so. It's gross to think so.
I think no. Okay. I think no.
But
because why did MJ handle everything just so effortlessly? Let me guess. Come on.
It wasn't effortlessly. Did you watch The Last Dance?
They
was on their ropes.
It
wasn't easy. It was never easy.
It was some nice shots. It was some nice shots. I'll give you that.
Time plays.
I'll give you that.
Honestly, you could argue. Now you're talking about defensive plays. The steal Mike got on Karl Malone wasn't no chippy. The steal he got to go close out the game in The Last Dance.
If you want to make an argument, Mike stole the ball, took it, and made the shot.
That's what I was about to say. He didn't take the ball and pass it to his point guard like here.
The players that he was playing, it wasn't Hall of Fame mode. It was pro. Like, you know how you got the settings on 2K? It was pro.
Okay, so they
maybe all-star.
They said Brian Russell was a defender. He stole the Bron blocked Iguodala. Mike stole it from top 75 Karl Malone.
Who he just passed? Who your boy LeBron?
Who he just passed?
LeBron packed him up.
Mike
You're right.
goes down and score against Brian Russell, who was a solid defender. Kyrie stepped back against Steph Curry, who everybody here, mainly you, Shaq, said doesn't play any defense. So if you want to keep unpacking all these stuff, it's like, what are we doing here?
I feel like LeBron has a lot of great moments.
He does have a lot of great moments.
Yo, I'm not doing this with this man.
I'm trying to figure out what are we comparing it to? Like
I'm not. You just
now
said,
moments are the bottom. That so Jordan's moments.
You did.
You brought up moments. You said why? What did LeBron James block do for you? I said the gravity of the situation, and you went off on a tear.
Only reason I said that, brought it up, is because you said if I take away Mike's 6 rings, you're negating 6 championship and how he performed.
No, I want to take away everybody's rings. I want to take away everybody's rings, and let's just start throwing crazy people in the greatest of all time conversation. Because that's all you guys do. You guys take MJ in these 6 rings.
You're not making any sense right now, and I'm gonna be quiet.
Hold on. Is anybody in here actually use the 6 rings as an argument for MJ?
I've never said that to Shaq.
So then, okay.
I do.
Okay. So then, don't use the argument and tell me why he's better. Because then you go, well, the finals performance was the icing on the cake. That's what you said.
Because hold on, because he's overall.
That was a good kid. That was a good icing too.
When you look at off,
for me, when I do the comparison, I look at offense and I break it down. And Michael Jordan's a better offensive player. Then I go by defense and I break it down. He's a better defensive player. Then I look at the intangibles. Now I know is very subjective. But I have more for Mike than LeBron. Again, don't get me wrong, it's close. I have LeBron too. So it's not like LeBron's 27. I have him too. And then I look at I do look at accolades again. That's the cherry on top. Mike by a landslide. So yeah, so if he wins in every single category, it's easy to say he's the better player. I never brought up rings.
Fluent, can I hear your top 10 right now? Because I feel like it's going to be some contradictory stuff in there. And if you don't want to do this, you don't have to.
No, I've told you my top 10 before.
So Bill Russell better not even sniff any of this top 10. I don't want to hear.
Bill Russell's not in my top 10.
Okay, that's a really good first.
Not in my top 10.
Got you. I love to hear that.
I got MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Kobe. I want to say either Bird or Shaq. Let's say 6, 7. I don't know which one I have. Duncan, Olajuwon are in there. I forget the exact order. I can pull it up. And then and Wilt. I think Wilt's in there too.
You think Larry Bird's a top 5 player in this era?
Larry Bird's not in my top 5. Is he a top 5 player? Here, I got it. I found it. So Mike, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Bird, Wilt, Shaq, Tim, Hakeem. That's my 10.
I just wanted to know if Larry Bird's a top 5 player, if he were to play in today's game.
100%.
Oh, okay.
Because is Larry better than KD? Yes. Is he better than Luka? Yes.
Luka's not top 5.
Those guys are in your those guys are in your top 5.
Is he better than Jokic or Giannis, Steph or Bron? That's 4. And then we have KD to round it out.
I think he's just behind.
I think that 5 I just named is probably one of the greatest starting 5s in the history of life.
That's a starting 5, but yeah, Bird's in that conversation with those guys for sure.
Well, I'm just letting you know, these are the guys that Bron's going up against, toe-to-toe, every year, these type of names. Then we go back to the 90s.
Yeah, but the difference is a lot of times he's going up against the Stephs and KDs for 3 years on the same team. What about the rest of the teams? You always want to bring up the finals. What about the path to the finals?
I didn't.
That seems you never want to bring that up for LeBron.
I don't need to. I just named off 4 megastars that would obliterate anybody in the 90s.
Obliterate? Stop.
Obliterate? You think they're obliterating Hakeem?
Stop.
Oh my God. Yes, I think Giannis. I think Giannis.
Jokic is better than Hakeem.
I think Jokic, talent-wise, me and Mars already agreed on this. He's top 5 of all time right now, talent-wise.
I really wanted to get in this.
Centers.
Yes, centers. Yes, centers. He's a top 5 center.
Talent-wise, listen, career has changed because of injuries and all this. Jokic is Arvydas Sabonis talent-wise. It's just a different era that they're playing.
It's a different era in scoring.
Because what could Jokic do that he couldn't? He could shoot, he could pass, he could score, he could post up.
And I like Patrick Ewing better than I like Joker.
But they also have but
I know,
but what Jokic has is 60 years of viewing other people and trying to hone his skill. I'm not saying the skill today isn't better. It is, but it's because they're watching what those other guys did and expanding from it. So you can't say he's better than those guys. Yeah, 40 years have passed. They better be better skill-wise.
No, I totally get that.
Not everything.
I totally get that. It's just weird because I always have to point this out. If Jokic looked like you would probably be his number 1 fan.
That's not true.
Jokic does look like me.
I love Luka.
No.
Talking to me. I love Luka.
He kind of does.
I don't think Jokic is a bad basketball player.
I get more of a Vlade Divac vibe most of the time, but let's be honest. Like,
I don't think Jokic is a bad player, top 5 talent. Like, I don't think these Nuggets teams are better than the 90s Knicks. I just don't. I don't. Like, just don't.
You know what? Listen, this is why, like you guys say,
subjective.
It's nasty because the guys that you're comparing to the teams, they wouldn't be playing the same style if they were then.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
no, it is
Curry,
nasty.
Someone told me Curry's the greatest ever. He'd kill the 60s. Take 3-point shooting away from Curry. He's killing who?
He's not making it one season.
Come
He's
on,
gonna get murdered.
right? Like,
you
gotta
Zach, I love you. I love you.
He's still the shooter.
No, he's still a shooter.
Yeah,
but is he shooting? If it's not a 3-point line, are you still going to shoot those shots? You see what I'm saying?
To a lesser extent.
What?
To a lesser extent.
He'll be closer, but
I don't want to see Steph in the 60s. I'm not going to lie. After thinking about it, I don't want to see knee pads on Steph, him running the offense, making passes. I don't want to see it. We're thinking that he's going to be 2020 Steph, and that's not going to be the case.
Yeah, he won't. No. He'll be like first 3 years Steph. That was that assists and like shooting. What was he shooting? 4 threes a game.
But
that's what he would be.
I don't believe in taking the player and changing what we saw them could do based on the time that's happening. So that's why you can't do that. So for me to look at Larry Bird, how he played, and then put him in this era, I have to put him in the era of how I seen him play. I'm not gonna beef his attributes up because he's in this era. I'm not going to do that. So if y'all telling me Steph playing in the 60s, I'm taking Stephen Curry, how he's playing today, in the 60s without a 3-point line, and no one's stopping him.
Yeah, but Dale, you can't do that though, because
the rules.
That's the argument.
I don't care about the rules.
I know you don't care about the rules, but I'm saying though, when you don't have a 3-point line, psychologically, are you going to shoot a shot that's not worth 3? It's worth 2?
Hold on, one second. Hold on. Quick pause.
That's like saying.
Hold on. As the only person in this room that's ever played basketball in the 80s and 90s, and who shoots threes, if you shoot a half court or a logo 3, they're doing to him what they did to me, which is sitting him on the bench, even though it went in. You
were shooting. Wait, Fluent. You were shooting logos.
I want to know.
I was crazy. I was crazy. My teammates would tell me that's too far, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, yeah,
Go ahead. Back in the 60s, if Steph goes back to the 60s, what shoes is he playing in? He's playing in Converse. That man's feet are not holding up. That was his greatest adversary, and I'm so glad he got past it. But he's not.
You see how many stuff y'all going back to? Y'all taking the negatives and putting it back in there, but take the positive as well.
You're taking his assist would be way up.
I said you're taking so if you're taking the negative of him having
up and his scoring would be down.
Why nobody else feet wasn't hurting in Converse? Let's take the same thing. So let's take the positive as well.
What does he do, Dale? Put him in Under Armours.
I don't.
Okay,
give him my argument off the table. I want to know, what does he do?
Who is stopping Steph Curry from scoring? Who is stopping him?
Every 7-foot center inside, he's gonna have to shoot because he's got a hand on his hip.
I'm with you for this.
7-footer waiting for him under the rim.
Dale, for the next 30 seconds, 30 seconds, I'm with you.
He's playing the exact same way.
Well,
he couldn't.
Every dribble he does,
he couldn't play the exact same way.
Oh my God!
Couldn't play the exact same way.
Can I please read off this donation, please?
Yeah, please, Shaq. Please.
Okay.
Let's getting gross.
Let's talk basketball. Donated $5. He said Michael Jordan is a better shooter, better scorer, has better footwork, better perimeter defender, better finisher, and just more efficient with context.
Hey, can you copy and paste that message and send it to me so I can redonate that same amount of money?
And say LeBron James is the GOAT. And Natty 2 Swifty. You're right. There's 400 people in here, and we only have 135 likes. I mean, I don't even know why we even come in here. Why do we, Mars? You got anything for me? Why do we even show up to work for 150 likes? I'm always going to be nasty like this.
Drop a 0 at the end of that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ron, I don't know how we got back into that, but I don't want to go there again. So can you control the room, please? This is your current news section. This is why Dale doesn't like you hosting.
And we are still on LeBron because I have a quote that he made from last night. Now, obviously, if you guys were watching, you've seen that they lost 127 to 119 to the Wizards. LeBron made a quote on his accomplishment last night. He said, I can't separate the fact that we weren't able to get this win with me accomplishing that. Because at the end of the day, all I care about is wins and losses.
Yeah, LeBron's lying.
Okay, but so is Popovich.
The only thing LeBron cares about right now are stats and maybe playing with his son. That's it. Let's be honest.
Stats are a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm pretty sure whoever created these records, like Karl Malone, I'm pretty sure he was chasing a lot of empty stats over the years. So much to the fact that he did a lot of scoring and didn't win any rings. But I mean, I like Karl, not like that. He's kind of
if you're not going to use rings as a positive, don't use rings as a negative. Like that's a contradiction, man. Don't blame people for using 6-0 and then say, oh, he didn't win any rings, so he's not.
I mean, you're doing
great.
It right now. You just said that these are empty stats. You just did it with LeBron.
No, I didn't say that.
I said it.
I know you said all he is doing is chasing stats and wants to play with his son.
All I'm saying, all he's playing for right now is stats. Yeah, he's not winning a chip. He's not playing to win.
I still can't believe y'all think
LeBron 1000% is, and LeBron's 100% playing to win.
That was the greatest wholesome moment I've ever seen. Hello, you make me miss my son. But anyway,
me too. Thanks, Fluent, doing everything right this episode.
Right.
Vision Blues donated $5. He said Kobe does not do a damn thing better than LeBron. Moving along because I'm not gonna slander Kobe up here.
Clutch 3-point shooting defense.
I'm still
talk to us, Dale. Talk to us.
Still mad at the fact that Steph is not killing in the 60s.
Dale, I want to know what he does.
No, what I'm saying. No, listen. No.
Let me ask you a question, Ron.
Let
me ask Ron, because this is Ron. Ron, how much would Steph average to you in the 60s or 70s?
I mean, Steph is an all-time great.
No.
He's an all-time great. No, I'm about to get into this.
Just answer the question. We know this already.
Steph is going to get busy in the 60s, but when you take that three-point line away from him, when you take his gun away from him, and like, it's kind of like, now what do I have? You know? So
I had analytics.
How did Jerry West play in the 60s and 70s?
Jerry West was getting busy at all three levels.
Oh, what levels was that, Ron? Can you send me the YouTube clip of level 1, 2, and 3?
Jerry West to the rack was tough. Jerry West mid-range was tough. And Jerry Range did shoot deep balls as well. Steph would do something similar. I'm not saying that he's not going to kill. I'm just saying I don't think he is a unanimous MVP and averages 30 points and does that multiple years. I don't think
here's the thing. When you look,
he would be the logo. His form would be the logo instead of Jerry West. Then
he should be the logo right now.
Time out. Dell forgets or doesn't know that it's the U.S. in 1960. So please don't tell me they're putting Steph on any logo. Let's get rid of that.
I'm not saying no. I'm not using that as a fact. I'm just saying how he would dominate the league. We know it's a white world. We know this.
Benefit of the doubt. If you give Steph the benefit of the doubt and say he's still going to shoot the same amount of field goals he shoots today, and eliminate all that extra point he gets for each three, he's averaging about 20 a game. But he's not. He's going to take less field goals and he's going to be passing it into the post more because that was the game then. So his assists
how much did Jerry West average back then? And he played. Who did Jerry West play with at his big? Whatever Jerry West averaged back then, Mars, can you help me out on the stats?
Jerry had 31. He had 31 and 7.
And who was his big man?
He had Elgin Baylor. He had Will.
That was a small forward. Elgin Baylor's a small forward. He's not in the post.
That was his other superstar.
He had Wilt that year.
He had Wilt. And he averaged like 20.
He had old Wilt.
He had 31.
He had
31.
But he had old Wilt, but that means Steph is going to have prime Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all that stuff, right? Just to make sure he averages 20. I'm not buying that shit. Steph is averaging 40. I'm not buying that at all.
Shout out Boo Wop. Shout out Boo Wop in the chat. Shout out Boo Wop. Ron, let's reel this back in. You just letting Dale just do whatever. This is why you can't host.
We're having a good argument. Maybe you should join it. Speaking of arguing,
I like that, Ron.
With arguing on the refs, he said it's really a bad look. It's over. I had to tell myself no more arguing.
I believe it when I see it.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's the culture right now because the refs are just as soft as a lot of the players, that if you give them crap for one game, they're gonna give you calls in your favor the next. Heck, it changes from play to play. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't blame the players for doing it because the refs succumb to it. So again, blame the refs. I do the same thing with flopping.
That's true.
That you're flopping. They give you the call, so of course you should flop. Absolutely.
I think there are some guys that get the calls, like to your point, that they can work them and get the calls they want, and then there are some guys that just refs don't fucking like anymore because they've complained too much. I mean, there are guys that.
Well, I think it also it's your star quality. It's who you are. Yeah. Right. Like I remember watching the Raptors and the Cavs, and like DeMar DeRozan and Kyle were crying like they always do, and the refs were like, yeah, whatever. And then LeBron was like, hey guys, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, okay, cool, LeBron. Right. So it's just it also depends on who you are.
I hated that clip of Luka, the example that they showed. They showed it. He was crying. It looked pretty bad. And as a basketball player, like when I got married to my wife and she was learning the game of basketball, like up close and personal, she hated the way that I looked on the court when I was arguing with the refs. So she was like, every time you talk to the ref, you have to give me $500. And then I stopped talking to him, and she was like, you never want to give me any money. I'm like, I have nothing to say to those gentlemen. They're actually really nice guys.
Yeah.
I stopped so fast, but I hated how I looked when I was arguing with the refs. It's such a bad look, and I think Luka should really cut that out because it looks very childish.
If I may, when I ref, the one thing that I appreciated from players wasn't the crying. I was the fastest with the T, but I'll tell you this: if they came up to me and said, "Hey, tell me what you saw there," and I was like, "Oh, this is what I saw. That's why I called that." Then I gave that person the benefit of the doubt the next time around because they talked to me like a man or a woman when I was doing women's games. But that's what I respected more. I think we need more of that too. You get clips of it where refs are like, "Hey, this is what happened, and this is why I called it." I like that. I like that better than the crying.
In Luka's defense, the clip that they did show of him arguing, the ref did get it wrong. But we got to understand that Influent, I'm right here with you. In college, one of my years where, I had to make some money on the side during the off season, I was reffing the whole summer. I was reffing all the AAU kids and all of this. It was a good time. But it was really an eye opener as a basketball player. Like, yo, reffing is tough as shit.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. I did it in college, but I was like the greatest ref.
How so?
Because I was repping like 14, 15 years old, and it was like I was calling nothing.
I found myself coaching more.
Right, I found myself coaching. The blatant ones I called so they wouldn't have to argue. They'll know they put their hand up, and if I miss one, I'd be like, my bad, I missed it. I get you back. Then I won't call for the other team. It will even out. So they had nothing to say to me. It was just simple. And if refs would do that more often, it would be easier.
I would never miss a foul call as a ref. Ever. I don't understand how they missed them.
You for sure will.
I'm not missing one.
Angles.
As a player too, Shaq,
from my angle, I'm not missing it. Like I can't. You're right. There is angles.
As a player, also, Shaq, you like me at that time in college. I'm like enjoying him playing. I'm like, yeah, that was a good ass move, boy. Like, that was tough. Like, and one just because how tough that move was.
I was right
there with free throw.
You got to understand that because it was certain games I could do that, but it was certain games I couldn't do that because what was at stake for the game. So it's depending on the coaches, depending on the fans, and depending on the players. You'll get heckled from everybody around there if you don't make the correct play, depending on what's at stake. If it's a game where a championship's on the line, somebody's job's on the line, or anything like that, they're gonna be looking at you like, yo, you can't miss that. This is your job to call these. And so, like with these refs, you got to understand they're out there doing the best that they can because they're getting a paycheck to do what they do. But Shaq, I know you said you won't miss a call, but if there was a midget behind me slapping me in the back of my head, you wouldn't know because you can't see through my body.
Okay, I'm telling you from my angle, this is a very quick argument. From my angle,
this is your angle watching me.
Yeah, I can't.
No. What Shaq's trying to say is that from his angle, he can't see it, so it's going to be on the other ref who can see the midget behind you to make that call.
I don't like the M word.
I'll translate because I'm apparently fluent in Shaq as well.
But refs remember. Like I remember, like at ASU, Shaq. I remember watching Sendek grind some of these referees, and the next like 6 games where we had them, they wouldn't fucking forget, and they would not give us the calls we wanted.
Yeah.
And they carry that bias. So I think Luka is learning. Like some of these dudes just are kind of sick of his shit from that perspective. I mean, like the refs that didn't like us, we wouldn't put food in their locker room and shit like that. So it all evens out.
Refs are people too, man. They'll read your Twitter and be like, I don't like that dude. Like,
yeah,
is Herb Sendek still coaching?
He's at Santa Clara. Yeah,
head coach
at Santa Clara. Yeah.
Okay, he's a great guy.
He is a good guy. Strange guy, but
he wasn't he at NC State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt like I talked to him once when he was there.
Yeah.
Also,
amazing guy.
Shout out Eric Musselman too. Shout out
Muss is killing.
Sweet 16.
Muss is at Arkansas, right?
Just made the Sweet 16.
St. Peter's. Let's go.
Zach, are we ever gonna hear your Gigi Hadid story?
Do you want that on here?
I mean, it's not toxic or anything.
Oh no! I just didn't know if you want me to tell.
Oh wait! Because some people are giving chats, and God, I missed the. Hold on, let me go. Oh, Adam Jones says for $5, it's not about the ring; it's about how you play in crucial moments. The greatest players are the ones who show up when the pressure is at its highest. Next guy, also $5. Also in the 60s. Oh, this is Adam Jones again. Also in the 60s, they weren't allowed to dribble with their hand on the side of the ball.
Can you please say that again when Dale sits back down?
Yeah, I'll save that one.
Every dribble now would be called.
Yeah, that's what I tried to say.
Palming the ball.
I promise you, Dale's gonna say, "I don't give a damn."
Do you guys know palming?
One way, shape, or
does
form.
everybody know palming? Has everyone heard that call before? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was more for Mars, but I didn't want to call that specifically.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Okay. He knows the stuff. I like him.
Yeah, Mars is a good guy. I think he had a million reasons. Let's not get carried away. I think Mars had a really good point for Steph in the 60s. Mars, do you think that Steph would do well?
I think he'd be different, but the pace would be higher. So I think that's more possessions for him to get the shots. But in terms of like, he's not going to be just dancing on people, pulling up from 40 because he couldn't do half the dribbles he does now without being called for a carry. There was one-step travels, so all those fancy drives to the rim, he's getting called for a travel. So it would be an adjustment period, but the shot doesn't go away. He'd still be making the jump shots. It's just about getting to his spots where he'd struggle.
Hey, Dale, nice to have you back.
Just me.
Join on in.
What happened?
Thanks, Joe, for the $1.99 donation.
We went back to Steph in the 60s and how the rules would.
Oh, so what did Mars have to say?
I said basically that he'd have to change the way he dribbles because everything he does now would be called a carry, and his drives to the rim, all those gathers he does, the gather step wasn't a thing back then, so it would be an adjustment in terms of getting to his spots, but the jump shot will still be there, so he can make the shots. It's just about getting to the shots, which is where he'd have to adjust.
I believe in none of that.
You don't have to believe in it. It's the
you have to believe in.
It's not even about. I'm just taking base on when I watch Jerry West clips, when I watch Bob Cousy dribble the ball. If Steph has to do all these things, he will do it. It's not like he wasn't taught to dribble carry the ball and all this stuff you guys say. Basic. I played against Steph Curry in basketball camp, 5-star basketball camp. It's clips around the world. I'm on the court, him playing the way he's playing. He wasn't carrying the basketball. Those stuff is what, like you said, what they allow. It's not like he forgot to do them. When you taught to dribble the basketball, they're not teaching you how to carry. You know what I'm saying? You're taught the right way, which he knows.
What was the right way back then was your hand on top of the ball and patting it down to the ground. It's not like
I'm telling
AI's
you, when we're in
crossover,
camp,
for example, was illegal back then. You couldn't do that. Elgin Baylor was the first one who really played with the rules and started pushing.
You're not listening to
what he's saying. No, you missed what he said. He just said that there would be a period of time, whether it's a day, a week, 2 weeks,
it's an adjustment.
He would have to adjust.
It would be one practice, is what I'm saying.
Since you're talking about clips, there's clips where guys are dribbling on top and they cross it over with their hand on the side, and it's called a carry.
So he'd have to adjust. It would be one practice, understandably so, but it's a simple adjustment. Yeah, I make it seem like that's gonna take Steph Curry out of his realm of playing basketball. We are taught Ron, when you taught to play basketball, were you taught the carry or the AI crossover way, or when you're in camp, you're dribbling the ball straight down like this, and you're going the other hand straight down like this? This is camp. This is what we're taught. He didn't forget how to do any of that. So it's not, right here they don't like when you do the cross this way. All right, cool. Back to the way I was taught how to do it. It's simple.
So why do the NBA players take a little while to adjust to international rules and like FIBA rules when it comes to playing in the Olympics? It's not one practice. It takes them a little while to adjust.
It's a footwork rule. I played.
Yeah, but Steph
the adjustment I took, it was just traveling, nothing else.
Yeah, but Steph.
The only adjustment is when you catch the ball, you can't switch pivot. Nothing else. There's nothing else to adjust. That's it. And playing against the defense they're used to more space. Nobody staying in the middle. And in FIBA, you can still have Rudy Gobert do jumping jacks and they won't call nothing. That's the adjustment. It's nothing about handling, nothing at all. I said
that was be an adjustment as well. For Steph, that would still be an adjustment.
What's that?
In terms of the travel rules, the defensive rules, all of that, he'd have to adjust to it.
Come on, Ron. Take control, Ron.
Yes, please. Because
Dale, I have a question. I want to know, how much do you think he would average in that time?
Probably like 40.
And how does he get this 40?
Same way Jerry West got 37.
How can you please?
However, Jerry West got 37.
Where on the floor does he get his money?
It's like playing horse. Oh, I see Jerry West do it that way. I'm gonna do it that way. So wherever Jerry West, I don't even know how a 1960, 70 floor look, but however Jerry West averaged 37 or 40 in the finals to get Finals MVP on a losing team, Steph would do it that same way and even better. That's what I think. And that's like, please stop. I'm not Jerry. Come on,
I'm telling you, without shooting step back threes from the logo, I find it hard that Steph's going to be able to do that.
How much do you think Jerry West is averaging in today's NBA, Ron?
West, just so you know, West did it on like 14 free throws and 31 field goals a game. I don't know that there's very few people they'll let do that. They let West do it, so I guess okay. I don't know that they'll let anybody else do that, but okay.
It might, but does Steph dominate from the mid-range and go into the rack like that?
Please, can we move on?
I would love to move
Bob
on.
Cousy is voted the greatest. Me too. That's why I got up. I was like, I hope I come back and we're doing the draft or something. But no, we're still here. I'm not jacking Jerry West being so goated, and Steph Curry's going back to be who? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
I'm not comparing Steph and Jerry West. I just want to know,
without the 3-point line, Steph's a great player who's averaging more assists and less points. That's it. Let's go.
This is nasty.
I'm not answering. What will he be without the 3-point line? Jerry West. He'll be Jerry West.
Like the 3-point line is obviously relevant in Steph's career because he's getting 3 as opposed to everybody else getting 2, and he shoots it at a high percentage. But if you take that line away, is he even shooting that shot? Because it's like, why am I shooting this shot from half court when I can shoot a shot that's a higher percentage and closer? That's all I'm getting at.
So if he's shooting more higher percentage closer shot, Ron, don't you think that's better for him and his percentage go up and him taking easier shots?
Yes, it's a higher percentage shot, but it's also defended more heavily because it's
by who?
The people that are guarding him. Help defense. No, time out. Steph Curry's not LeBron James. Steph Curry, athletically,
we know that.
Steph Curry's not going to be just physically imposing to those guys like that. So we can't make this argument. That's the argument we can't make.
If Steph is racing Bob Cousy, I'm thinking Steph's going to win. I'm just sorry. I'm just thinking that. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to see the race. But if Steph Curry is being athletic, gifted, tested against a Bob Cousy, I'm thinking he's going to win. And that's that. Please, Shaq.
In a more physical era, I don't know.
There we go. We have a general consensus. Steph would be Jerry West. All right, next.
The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Milwaukee Bucks and are now 10-1 in their last 11 games.
Last week I tried to love Cat and I couldn't do it, and I don't think I'm hopping on the Cat train. He's a little too nasty for me. Love his game. I feel like he's disrespected. My heart goes out to him, but I can't get on the Cat train. I just can't. Like after what he did to Westbrook, like why do you guys think you can humiliate Westbrook and then your only What Patrick Beverley say? I thought this was a team sport. That's what the less talented says. Statements like those. So I'll leave it there.
I think it's about time. Minnesota has enough talent. They should be winning these games, but they're still Minnesota, and they're going to do nothing in the playoffs. So good for them. Enjoy your run. Enjoy your clowning. I remember Embiid wanted to fly plane through Toronto, and he cried at the end of that series. So, keep clowning.
That's very true.
It's gross. It's gross all these dudes getting the issue off on Russ, like kicking him kind of while he's down. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how. It surprised me, I guess, the players doing this to him, because like I get it with the media, because Russ and the media have had a weird dynamic, but I think it's shitty for players to be doing this to him. But it is.
I actually don't think it's shitty at all, especially coming from Patrick Beverley, because it's the nature of the game. Like,
yeah,
I hate Pat Beverley response though when he said, "Oh, team game, individual stats." I hated that response. He lost the argument with me when he said that, because basically you have to go to those team stats because your individual accolades doesn't add up to what Russell Westbrook has done.
But
so
it's just like they're kicking a coworker. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter how much he's down. He's basically down just because of himself. If he's playing better, that's it. These last two games he's played. No, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear no Russ. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear no Russ nothing these last couple of games. He's been playing well. So if
who's winning a one-on-one with Patrick Beverley and Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook. That's not like, I think Russ is winning that.
So do you feel like his comment saying that this was a team sport? Was that a valid comment?
No, I hated it. I just said that. I hated that.
Gotcha.
He had to go there because his individual accolades doesn't add up to one season of what Russ has done. Even this year, Russ is averaging, I think, 18, 7, and 7 on 43% shooting. Steph Curry's shooting the same percentage as Russ, literally right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gross. 18, 7, and 7 is bad. You know what I'm saying? That's just a testament to who you are. But Pat Bev, them shooting the air ball and them doing all the taunts, I don't have no problem with that at all. At all. If he's going to the media saying, Pat Bev don't play D, he tricked y'all. Because I never thought Pat Bev. So when he was saying, I'm like, Pat Bev just be doing a lot of extra stuff. He knows how to maneuver, whatever. But Pat could say whatever he want. If he shoot an air ball, he could close the door. They could boo and all that. It's all in the nature of the game. He's not saying nothing about his kids. He's talking about basketball. I don't have a kicking him while he's down.
Newsflash, KD, I think it's in here. He got fined $25K for directing obscene language towards a fan. Dale, what's going on there? In Mars, what is going on there with KD? I thought they were like the super duper Cooper Avengers.
All I told him to close the game, and he told them to shut the
blank up. Was the fan wrong? Why is KD not closing games in Brooklyn?
But it's not about being right or wrong. I just don't get why it's a big deal. He can say someone's talking to him. He can say what he wants back.
I know it was what was weird was what he specifically told him. He said, "Hey, KD, as a fan of yours, can you please close this thing out? You're the best player in the world."
Can you send me that clip?
He said take over. I don't think he said close. I think it was take over.
Take over. Yeah.
Take over.
It might have been
that.
Why is KD not taking over?
Thank you.
Why is KD not taking over?
What game was this against who?
I think it was the Dallas game.
The game that they lost.
It was Dallas.
But then Spencer hit the buzzer.
When he hit the 3 to go up on and Spencer hit that shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Shaq, do you want me to play the clip?
If I can hear it.
That's fine. I like that, Ron.
It's kind of a little.
Send it in our
put
chat,
it on
though,
your like maybe I should play it.
Yes.
The fan basically said, KD, we just need you to be clutch. And KD said, I think I need you to sit down and shut the F up.
It's not that bad of a response.
That's why
I know. I'm just being nasty right now. I'm being super nasty right now. Like that.
Okay.
It's kind of uncalled for. I'm just taking the light jab at KD.
I don't know. Okay. I mean, it was obviously it was quite
Ron,
a bit.
Send it, please. Can you send it?
I'm sending it. It was
asshole-ish.
Yeah,
on whose part?
At the same time, you got to understand, KD's a killer. So you caught him in the middle of,
Is he though?
In the middle of lunch? That's what we called him. When did we catch him? What?
I don't know that KD's a killer.
Killer. That's a crazy word to put. Killer, Kobe, and KD in the same paragraph. When I think of killer, I think of Kobe.
And
I don't even think of Bron. Like, I wouldn't say Bron's a killer.
When you think of Kobe, you think top of the food chain killer. He doesn't have to be up at the top of the food chain to be a killer. A killer's a killer. He could be in the middle of the pack, and I don't think
so he
he's
ain't like an
pack.
apex predator. He's like down the food chain a little bit.
Nah, I think KD's.
I'm with Ron because Dame's kind of killerish to me, so I can see what Ron's saying. But like to say he's not okay. All right,
killer.
That's weird.
I think Slim's a killer.
I think if Slim didn't go to Golden State, he would be considered a loser.
I don't agree with that, but
I know. What am I on this episode? Ron, take back control. I don't want to beef with KD.
Alone because he had no rings.
That's valid.
What you said? He said he'll find you.
He'll find you. He'll find this clip and he'll come and find Shaq.
KD is me and KD have had conversations. He knows how I feel about him. He said he was going to buy me an NBA league pass to watch his playmaking. I didn't feel good about what I said about him in that clip either.
That's nice to confirm that it's average at best.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I seen him actually make a pass the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's what he's talking about." Touche, KD.
Made a pass.
KD's gonna come onto the show.
You don't think he's a playmaker either?
I don't think he's an elite playmaker. Listen, everybody in NBA is going to be somewhat of a playmaker, but no, he's not like elite. Like if you put KD, hold on, if you put KD in that conversation with LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan, I don't think he's fourth, right? By a lot.
No, not really. I think he makes better than Kobe and Mike. I do.
I think better passers.
That is nasty. Quick moment, Dale, because you've been nasty.
I don't attest this to who's the better passer though.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, because I think Kobe passed better than Bron as well. Sometimes, not all the time.
What you mean. Adam Jones gifted another $5. I think he just got paid, and I'm happy about that. We guarded KD well, and he was frustrated the whole game, pushing Finney-Smith and Kleber, and we doubled pretty much every time he got the ball.
They guarded him OD crazy. Like, kid was like, I don't care what's going on. You're getting doubled the whole game.
And to put some context into that, KD had 23. He did have 10 assists, and he shot 40% on 8 of 20, 2 for 5 from 3.
Nah, but it was bad. He had like 6 or 7 turnovers. I watched that whole game.
In the chat, can you guys tell me where does KD rank in the league right now? First, second, third, fourth, fifth? You can just spam a number. I'm just curious to where people have KD in the league.
As player?
Yeah. Like, you know how you say best player in the league?
Right.
Okay.
And as if that didn't ruffle KD's feathers, the next game he had 38, 6 and 6 on 73% shooting.
I have him number 1. Fluent, who's the best player in the NBA? As we wait for the spam numbers.
They're all in here. The consensus looks like 2, 3. I've seen a lot of 1s, but I've seen a lot of 3s.
I think 3, 4 kind of makes the right sense for KD right now.
And
everybody has him top 5.
Ahead.
Oh yeah, he's top 5 for sure.
See a -3. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, are we about to?
-3.
Ron, where we taking this?
RJ Barrett, since the All-Star break, is averaging 26, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Are we witnessing a star in the making right now?
Yeah. I mean, maybe not a superstar, but like it's nice to see him hitting his strikes. People really wanted to shit on him. I got a coworker that just goes at RJ all the time, and it's weird. Where it's like, yo, he's 21, right? So like, I still think we're gonna continue to see him make strides. Whether he can do this consistently, because that's been the issue for most of his career, is he'll have these stretches of 3 to 6 games where he'll cook and then fall right back to 4.6 points. If he can do this consistently, fantastic. I don't know if he'll be a superstar, but he's working his way into being well worth the pick that they chose him with.
Star. Yeah, you said star. You didn't say superstar. Yeah, he'll be a good to star player. I remember watching his dad, Rowan, and thinking, okay, he kind of reminds me of his dad a little bit. He's better than his dad, mind you, which is typically the other way around. But yeah, he's good to really good. Yeah. I'm not building a team around him.
Yeah.
Dale,
he's a good piece. He's a nice piece to have.
No, not at all.
No.
Nope.
Mars?
I haven't been able to watch the Knicks for a long time due to Julius Randle being terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably for the best.
So you're lucky.
I avoid watching them now.
I really think RJ's like that, and I think over these next years we're gonna see RJ really blossom into one of the better shooting guards in the league.
Listen, I don't know.
He's a small forward.
Well, small forward too.
I still don't know what it is about this generation of Canadian hoopers. They don't seem to have that drive that I want to see. Right, Wiggins, Barrett. I want to see more dog.
I think Barrett has drive. Yeah, I think Barrett has that. What you're talking about. Wiggins don't, but I think Barrett does.
Do you see it consistently though from Barrett? You see it consistently?
Well, he's always getting nicked up as well, but when he's when he's in his stride, he's hooping. Also, he might be Canadian too. Two players, Shea Gilchrist, I think he's Canadian. Shea, and
y'all got one with Shea.
And Jamal Murray might be Canadian. No,
he is, but he's been out this whole season.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Joe just donated $199, and he said RJ going to have a better career than Zion. Absolutely not, Scott.
It's not a bad take as we're saying right now.
Oh, it's a terrible take. No. I don't care about what's going on. You guys did the same thing to Embiid. I'm not hopping on this nasty train with you guys. I'm not. Zion is going to be that guy. Top 5 player.
Is Zion going to be more Embiid or more Ogden?
Embiid.
Because he could go either way.
It could.
Now he can go
Odin.
But I'm putting the energy in the universe that is going to Embiid. Yes, because I'm not going to be nasty. Even though I like RJ Barrett's game.
I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right because when Zion got drafted, I said he's too overweight. He needs to work on his footwork's horrible, and he's going to be injured all the time. And
that was Shaq's best friend.
It's still my best friend.
That when it goes, it's going to be like Blake Griffin.
I want to see him succeed because he's.
That's what I said to Shaq.
Yeah.
When it goes, it's like Blake Griffin. Like the juice in the legs is gone. I don't know how much the game's going to work. Like he's got an outside shot, which is nice, but is it consistent enough that he could stick around in the league for?
If Vince Carter can change his shot up, and that's the guy I always go to. If he can change his game up to start shooting threes, I think anybody can with enough determination.
Always shot three though. Vince always shot three shots.
Yeah, but it got lights out when his bounce left.
Got better, yeah, for sure.
Of course, it got better, but
so how was that a bad take, Dale? Like it got better.
But hold on.
No.
How could you just say that?
But is Vince Carter a superstar for his?
Zion's not shooting threes like Vince is shooting threes at
Mars, can I get Zion's attempts or percentages or whatever? I just want to hear it just so next season when he comes in.
Zion takes like 1 free every 10 games.
Percentages are through the roof.
I want to hear him.
He's talking just threes. He's not talking field goals. He's talking
threes.
Jaws already played twice as many games as Zion.
Cool.
That's not good.
Cool. It's cool.
Zion,
We never thought Derrick Rose.
Zion shoots half a free a game.
That's fire.
On
crazy percentages.
What's the percentage?
On crazy percentages.
He makes 1 in 3.
That crazy percentage.
He's like, come on, Shaq. How much did Vince Carter shoot a game in his first 3 years? You don't have to go that. Keep going, Shaq.
You know when the first quarter ends and you look up at the scoreboard and you're like, wow, I'm down 30. I can still win this episode.
I can still come back.
That was a bad take, but I can still win this episode.
I can salvage a little bit.
All right, fellas. Y'all want to talk about Glenn Davis?
No.
Glenn's nasty. Glenn is.
Let's stay off the out of shape players. We went like 3 in a row just now, I think. Let's not.
Somebody donated $5 and they said, who is a better overall player, Iverson or Kyrie?
That's a great question.
This is good.
I don't feel like bashing Iverson right now.
Skill set or who's had a better career?
I might have to go.
I could toss. I feel like Kyrie's had the better career and the better skill set than Allen Iverson.
No skill set. I'm not.
Iverson's had a better career.
Mars, am I off?
Iverson was the number 1 guy on a team that he took to the finals. Kyrie's never been a number 1.
If you're gonna say Kyrie had a better career, surely the only argument would be a ring. But you don't like that with his MJ and LeBron.
That's right.
So that's a kind of a contradiction.
No. From argument to argument, I change my context.
Why? Why?
Hey, Zach, you see that? You see what he just did right there? You see that?
That's the first time he admitted it.
I mean, when I look at it, okay, who would you want on your team? This is easy. Who would you want on your team? Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving?
Number one.
Oh man.
Shaq down
40. I think of Kyrie and I think of everything else, and it shouldn't be that way, Kyrie.
Down 40, Shaq. Next question, please.
Hey, Zach, have you seen The Last Airbender?
Me?
Yes. Never seen that?
Like episodes randomly, but not enough.
Okay, but you've heard of it. You know who he
is.
Yeah. Well, on this Player's Choice platform, we call your man Shaquille. We call him the last context bender.
He goes.
Take any context and just morph it into whatever he wants to. It makes it look nice too.
It's a skill.
I would like a context guy shirt.
Shaq's ability to move a goalpost is unrivaled. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Mars is learning. You know when you do like a little bit? Mars is getting a little spark.
I like that.
Yeah, no. Context bending is, I'm telling you, it's one of a kind. You just always feel like you're right. I don't know.
Put that goalpost anywhere on the field.
Can we do something fun? Can we do something fun? Dale, don't you want to do something fun?
Having a blast.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, no, let's keep going. I'm just ready to get to the 1v1 tourney because I got. All right.
Shaq, that's at the tail end of the show, so we got some time.
We still have players court. Zach doesn't know what players court is. Can't wait for him to get zapped out. Let's call the round. Zach's gonna get zapped out of players court. I
believe you changed the name. It's now called Fluent Court now.
Or Mars court after what happened. Fluent. I didn't tell you this, but in the group chat there was some words for me about how the last players court ended, and I thought it was fair. It was a bit nasty.
Was fair, or the words were fair for you?
Both, because Jordan never lays down the hammer when he's here being the host. He always favors Dale, and I felt like the vote was so close that we had to do another round. So,
Shaq, why do you tell stories while I'm here? Maybe when I miss an episode, you can say that Jordan thing. But when I'm sitting here visually hearing you, Jordan has never helped me out in a player's court. It was a time where I did.
You had a spin where you missed episodes and you came back. Everybody was so happy. We said, "What is the best Thanksgiving food?" And I think you said what? Stuffing or pumpkin pie?
My God.
It was something weird.
First of all, that was against Ron, but that wasn't a Jordan doing. That was the chat.
Yeah. I didn't.
That wasn't Jordan. That was the chat. They was feeling sorry for me. I just lost my dad. I came back to the show. Great energy. You know.
I mean, when you tell the backstory, now I seem like a dirtbag.
You gotta be quiet now. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Come here for a second.
I love you, Dale.
Shout out to Dale.
Hold on. Who's better, LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Thank you.
You're teaching them well.
That's how this narrative starts. I see now.
Yes, you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna get nasty, but I want to get nasty. That's why racism is still alive.
Why?
Because if his kid look like 8 years old and he never seen Mike, don't know Mike a day in the wall, and his parent is telling him Mike's the GOAT. How he's grown up thinking that. My 8-year-old son or whoever, black people, yeah. They go out into the world. That's what they was learned from home.
You know what? I teach them to love everybody, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Is like that's kind of nasty.
We did a shoot in New York, and I was like asking all these kids. It was kids doing like a Gymshark camp, high school kids down to middle school, and we asked them who's the GOAT, and I was like, these kids are gonna say Kobe or LeBron for sure. 9 to 10 out of 10, Michael. I was like, you guys didn't even watch him. Like, we have YouTube. I was like, all right.
I guess, right. But it starts at home.
The shoes, the shirts.
Yeah.
And that, and you know,
brainwashing.
The shoes is...
Johannes Alves donated $5, and he said, Kyrie can't be the most skilled all time. Things like defense, rebounding, passing are still skill. Bron, Jordan, Kobe, CP3 have more skill. I agree. Kyrie has a deeper bag. I also did I say last episode that Kyrie has a deeper bag than Kobe? I can't remember, but when he puts it like that, I kind of want to agree with him.
Well, it depends on the context. If you're using the context, when I say more skilled, honestly, and this goes for all the time, I'm only thinking offense. And I think most people are just thinking of the offensive side of the ball when you think who's a more skilled basketball player. But then when you bring in the context of who could do more in terms of defense and all this stuff, like defense is more a will, which is skilled as well. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I judge. When you say who's more skilled in basketball terms, because I like Pat Bev rebounds the ball. Pat Bev's here and there gets some dimes. People think Pat Bev's is a better defensive player, but we're not gonna really sit here and compare skill with Pat Bev and Kyrie Irving based on that.
But we can with
criteria.
Kyrie and Cole because they're greats, and then Kyrie's
it wasn't
nice.
Kyrie and Cole, but I'm just saying in that criteria, of course. But come on, it's just a way of the context, and he's correct in what he said though when you go all that avenues. But
if we took all
keeping it one way.
If we took all of the greats and put them like in a playground, would Kyrie be considered a top 10 basketball player?
Yes, he would.
On the playground. Like if we're just watching it, we don't have any context. No. Like we're just watching NBA games. But
like a pickup
game. Game to 21.
Well,
it's no context.
That's how most people look at it. Most people look at it. Who's going to be the guy that's the flashy passes and the flashy dribbles and who's got the handle? That's not the best player. That's not the best player. But that's how people look at it when they talk about skill and who's best is who would look the best on a playground. I look terrible. I remember playing in Venice Beach. I look terrible on that court. If you put me on a real court, I look pretty good. So Fluent. It depends.
Oh, no, I'm talking about in a real, okay, we're playing a regular basketball game. We're just watching it. Right? Yeah, pickup game or 5-on-5 NBA game. And Kyrie's out there. And like we're watching all the greats and we're like, that guy right there, Kyrie's a top 10 player. Would we consider that? Just based off of what we're seeing.
With your eyes, he would
watching
look the part.
Yeah, so then why? So if you guys don't count rings, then why is Kyrie Irving not a top 10 player?
Production and all the other things that you.
I feel like
a lot of time.
Does he not produce? Did he not have one of the greatest shots in the history of the NBA?
It's a moment. It's a moment.
Okay,
I think
if it's a moment,
all you have to do is Shaq. Do you consider him? You don't consider ring Shaq, like you said.
Hold on.
Kyrie top 10 player.
Wait, in that game, hold on.
LeBron's had a lot of longevity.
In that game with all those top 10 players.
I listen. Why you didn't answer the question?
Hold on. In the game with those top 10 players, give me a second. In that game with that top 10 player, is Kyrie taking the last shot?
He could be. It depends on what team.
No, he won't.
It depends on what is his team.
Top 10 players.
I think Kyrie.
You got Kobe and Jordan on his team. You got Kobe on Jordan on opposite teams. Is Kyrie touching that ball?
I mean, not on that. Maybe he's on a. Maybe he's on a different team. Maybe he's on a different team though.
Team? There's only 2 teams. There's 10 players.
No. If it was 30 teams, I'm just saying, if it's a bunch of teams in this park, they're all playing 5-on-5.
I think
they can't be all top 10 players.
But if you go through Fluent's like top 10 list, all those guys were like true warriors. I'm looking at Kyrie's thing. He's played 10 years now. He's only hit 70 games 3 times.
No.
Time.
No, I'm not a Kyrie guy.
I think he's only played more than 60 games 5 times, wasn't it?
Yeah. So so that's my point though with the top 10 thing. Like I think he's got all the skills. He's got all, like you said, he's got the deepest bag by far. But I think
skill set, unfortunately for everybody, because I keep having this argument about skill set and athleticism, don't make you a great player. You have to play great at a high level for a period of time. And Kyrie's he hasn't even been the
so if KD and Kyrie.
Team,
so if KD and Kyrie. Successful. I mean, if KD and Kyrie, if they three-peat, both of them are instantly in the top 20.
Well, I don't have active players with the exception of LeBron, in my top anything because I don't rank active players. I've told you that before. If they three-peat, it depends. Did they produce? Were they the leaders of the team? Like, there's too many question marks. I would say, assuming they're the 1-2 punch and they lead those teams to a three-peat, and then retire, you're probably having that conversation. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, fellas, moving along, we asked the people on YouTube to answer a question for us, and you guys did it for us. Let's choose a sleeper team with the most potential to make the finals. The teams we put on the poll were the Bulls, the Celtics, the Grizzlies, the Jazz, and the Mavericks. I'm going to give you the order from lowest to highest percentage. The Jazz came in at 7%, Mavericks 11%, the Bulls 18%, the Grizzlies 19%, and the Celtics dominated overwhelmingly with 45%.
That makes sense.
Mars, can I get your take? Mars, can I get your take on this?
I tried to tell you guys when we did the power rankings that Boston was top 3. you guys wanted to put Boston like 7 or 8.
Who is
their sleeper? Would you?
But that's the thing.
The winner amongst the biggest losers. Like none of these teams are making it.
But this is you see, Mars, that I don't think you're bringing up the top 3 power ranking and going with this thing to help that, because it says sleepers. That's why they're first, because they'll still be considered a quote unquote sleepers. I don't think no one considers Memphis a sleeper team right now. I know I don't.
They're not a sleeper. They're going to the final. They should have overwhelmingly won that poll.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't win that poll.
Yeah. No, I don't think they didn't win it because they're not a sleeper team.
Yeah,
that's why.
You're right. People probably didn't think of them as a sleeper. Yeah,
right. That's why they didn't win it. Like only
a 2-seed sleeper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not a sleeper team.
That's a weird take.
In all honesty, Boston shouldn't even be a sleeper because
why is it
Boston's
a weird take?
sleeper? Boston. No.
Is not having a home court advantage in any round.
But Boston started off slow, and after All-Star break picked it up.
That's not a sleeper. The Jazz are a sleeper. The Jazz are fluent. The Jazz aren't sleepers?
No.
You didn't even believe that.
They're favorite.
They're favorite.
Okay, a 4-seed.
Okay, no.
Okay, fine. 4-seed. Okay, fine.
Coming into the season,
4-5.
people
Fine. The 4-5.
The Jazz as
Thank you.
contender.
Top 3-seed. All right.
Thank
top
you.
3
People
seeds.
the Jazz.
I'll give you the 4-seed. I'll give you the 4-seed.
People viewed the Jazz as a contender.
Who's people?
You don't think the
I
media when they
don't know.
vote?
I don't know anyone personally.
I've never met a human being.
Keep in mind, Boston
in my
as a 4-seed
life
has
Wait,
the same
Shaq,
amount
what?
of wins as Philadelphia.
I've never
for the
met a
record.
human being in my life that said the Jazz were going to win or even go to the finals.
Neither have I.
You never heard no one
Especially
said the
this
Jazz were a contender? A contender. You
What's a
guys never
contender
heard
to
that?
you? What's a contender to you? Because to me, a
Let's see.
contender means a legit shot of going to the finals.
I already
I've
did this
never
with them,
seen Utah
Mars.
have that
You're just wasting your time, but
I
carry
would
on.
say a legit shot going to the Eastern Conference Finals or Western Conference Finals and have a chance of going to the finals. Like I don't. If the Jazz have home court advantage, the Jazz has a team. They keep losing in the second round. It won't be out of the world for the Jazz to take the extra step. I'm sorry, I don't see that as a surprise, and I really don't. I don't even know what's their record right now. Like who?
Listen,
Other than, let's say, the Warriors in the West, possibly the Grizzlies and how they're playing.
Phoenix.
And Phoenix, of course, Phoenix. Jazz, was that top 4?
Yeah, they're the 4th seed right now.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know, like, they win the second round. If they battling against...
I think they lose to Luka in the first round.
I think Utah, I'll give Utah a bigger chance.
I don't know if that's easy.
I'll give Utah a bigger sleeper label because they're a few games back. But Boston has the same amount of wins as the 2-seed Philadelphia. How is that a sleeper?
Well, because they just started late.
So they went on the run at the right time. I want the team hot at the end versus the team hot in the beginning.
Yeah, but I guess
for me, a sleeper is a team that just it's down like a Cinderella team.
The Celtics are a Cinderella team. The Celtics have no chance of making the NBA Finals. 0. So for them to get 45% of that vote is nuts.
I don't think any of these teams have a chance of going to the finals.
I think the Grizzlies have a legitimate chance. Chance.
Memphis is going to the finals. I've said it on my other shows.
You think they're beating the Suns?
I'm on that. Yes. Chris Paul's gonna be hurt. Chris Paul's gonna be hurt.
If Chris Paul's hurt, the Grizzlies for sure go to the finals, and they beat the Warriors.
Listen, if you're bet, I don't know if you guys bet. If you're a gambling man, how many times has Chris Paul been healthy throughout a playoff in his career?
He's a winner until he gets injured. I mean, if he was healthy,
even that when he got hurt. Yeah, what am I
agree.
saying?
He's a winner till he gets injured. So
I said once he got hurt. I forgot.
Once last year,
and ironically, he gets hurt every time it's winning time.
So the fact is, if I'm taking a bet and I'm taking the odds are he's gonna get hurt and he won't be healthy in the Western Conference Finals, and the Grizzlies win. That's what I'm betting on.
Would it swing you if Jamal Murray came back? Like, does that at all scare you?
We'd be having a conversation.
I don't know what
I know he's down in G League now, right?
Yeah. I don't know what version's gonna ship because he's such a rhythm guy. It feels like, but
yeah, we were talking with Woody Page last week, and he covers all the Denver sports, and he was talking to us about where he sees Jamal Murray and how he's coming back. It looks like he's gonna be back for the playoffs. That will change things if he's the same Jamal Murray.
I seen the Woody Page plug. I don't think we should just graze over that like LeBron was just trying to do. That's a very big achievement.
It is.
Oh,
he did say we were Fluent and Chill was his favorite podcast, but
I know.
Player's Choice may be second.
What did you say, Ron?
I wanted to weigh in on whether you think Jamal is going to come back or not.
Oh, I think he's. I think I said it. I think I had a conversation with one of his teammates. He said, yeah, he'd been practicing for a while, playing one-on-ones and stuff.
But is he going to be the same Murray, or is it going to be like Clay where he needs weeks to get back? That's going to be what's going to decide, right?
Well, rhythm is rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not everyone could just step in, honestly, like KD and just have 25 when he walks back. It's just not everyone could do that. Shaq's mad that I said that. He got something to say, but it's the truth. Like literally, it's everyone has to find their rhythm, and that's all it is.
Everybody look at Ace 30. He's saying get those likes up in the chat. Somebody else, Julian, said that Luka is making the finals this year. He's the best player right now.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't think anyone does.
Okay. I just wanted to give a random guy a shout out.
It's kind of crazy how everybody's all for the Warriors.
Well, Steph's hurt, so that's just to start. Like he's going to be reevaluated.
Winning the West.
That is a very bad take. Just like you thought the Nets were going to win last year. You cannot listen. The way you live your life off the court is the way you live your life on the court.
I don't know what that means, but it was a good thing for you to say. I'm not even going to ask you to explain it. I'm just leave it at you made a nice.
I mean, whatever's happening off the court, you don't think it affects what happens on the court? Ask the Nets. They couldn't get out of their own way, and now it's the Warriors due to injury. But injuries is a part of sports.
Okay.
So once again, I'm gonna ask you guys: are the Celtics easily the best sleeper team in the NBA right now?
Out of those teams, yeah, in my opinion.
Zach, I see you shaking your head.
I guess out of those teams,
as a better sleeper.
Out of those teams, I was gonna say I would say Denver if they can get Jamal Murray.
Okay,
that's where I would go.
In Fluent, I wanted to ask you a question too. So you said if Jamal comes back, possibly, but rhythm is a thing. You don't think over 7 games that he's better than their backup, and that's still a better asset to have?
I just don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough to beat the teams ahead of them that they're going to be playing, unless he's 100%. Unless he's the same guy we remember from the last time. I don't think it. Even with him, I don't know if it's enough. So,
okay, fair enough. You guys ready to do a team comparison?
Yes.
We have 2 classic teams. So you guys remember, a lot of people when you think big three, you might not think of this team, but this was really the first team to band themselves together. They did it via free agency and trade. They signed Kevin Garnett and they traded for Ray Allen. We got the Celtics big three in 2008 when they won the championship versus the 2013 Miami Heat. The big three that was supposed to reel off not 6, not 7, not 8. Yeah. That big three. And so the first question I'm gonna ask you guys: whose big three was better?
Are we talking about just for like the whole time they were together, or just the year?
No, I'll go Heat. No, I don't. You go ahead, but you can answer Mars.
We're just gonna talk about just straight talent right now. Which big three was better?
I'll go Miami.
Heat. Yeah. That LeBron, that version of LeBron. So fucking scary. So scary. Now, like Dwayne Wade was we don't talk about it enough. He was kind of not good during the playoff runs. It's in different portions there. But that version of LeBron, I think, is frightening. And I would take that version and put him against any player's best year and let that one cook.
Floyd?
I think it's that Heat team. That was I think it was the best version of LeBron. That 2013 LeBron. I have that as one of the best players ever if you're comparing season to season. So, yeah, I go with the Heat.
Shaq and Dale?
What's the comparison again? I just keep hearing Braun.
The Boston big three of Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett versus the Heat's big three in 2013.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go with Braun for sure. I'm going to go with Braun versus that team.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, off of the big three, which team was deeper? And I have the roster right here. If you guys would like me to reel them off, I can do that.
No, but it's also an easy question because it's also the Heat. Because I get it. It wasn't the same Ray Allen because it was 5 years later, but Ray Allen's number 5, 6 on that team. And he's one of the big 3 on the other team. That's how deep that Miami Heat team. And we're not even talking about what Chalmers was doing, Haslam, Rashard Lewis.
Battier.
You might not
Norris
love
Cole.
the names.
Shane Battier.
They were
Mike Miller,
Sean
Norris
Battier.
Cole.
Those were guys who played their role. I think they were a deeper team for sure.
Yo, could someone tell me Braun numbers?
Mike Miller.
2013 and 14?
He was at 27, 7 and 7 on like 57% shooting. He was crazy.
He was nasty.
Better than MJ.
And it was just like he was hitting his peak athleticism too for me. Like he's always been
athletic.
What
was 27, 8 and 7 on what was it? 40 plus % from 3, 56% plus from the field. Like it was just he was and he was actually putting in effort on defense, which
what was his numbers the year before his first year in Miami?
Gotta talk about that.
First year in Miami, 26, almost 27 points, 7 boards, 7 assists.
But then the playoffs happened, so.
And by the way, Mozilla, tell your wife we said hello.
The finals.
Yeah, the finals happened. Yeah, the finals happened.
That was gross.
I'm gonna read off you guys some of these Celtics players.
He said his wife said hi.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna bring up Rondo and Perkins and
Tony Allen and guys like that.
Tony Allen, Ray Allen, Glenn Davis, Kevin Garnett.
Well, don't bring up Ray Allen because Ray Allen's part of the big three.
I think Fluent won the argument when he said on the 2013 team they have a player that's on that big three team as a serviceable player. It's nothing you could say to attest to that.
But it's 2 different levels of that.
That's my God. Ron, what are you doing, Ron? What are you?
Yo, Ray Allen
Why
on
are
the
we
Celtics
here?
was not Ray Allen on the Heat. What are we talking about?
That's what he's saying, though. That's we agree.
So what? I don't understand. I don't understand what's the comparison we're making. If we're taking a shell of a person versus,
How would you wouldn't call him a shell?
Exactly.
He came off the bench. He came off the bench and was put in the corner. He came off the bench and was put in the corner.
He wasn't Shaq. He wasn't Shaq on the Cavs. He was still a serviceable player.
Yeah, right. Very serviceable. He was in the game at the end of games. Let me ask you a question.
No, he was because of what he
name a bench player on the Celtics that was Ray Allen on Miami.
Eddie House can come in and shoot threes too.
All right,
he can come in and shoot threes too.
So
Eddie House wasn't a sharpshooter. He was a shooter for Ray Allen's. I'm not saying he was Ray Allen's caliber. So Eddie House wasn't a sharpshooter.
Right. It's no.
Because I know you know Eddie House personally. Disrespect him on this. So do your ASU guy like this. Come on.
I don't know Eddie House. I don't know Eddie House, but I guarantee you he's never going to say at any point in his career was he better than Ray Allen.
I'm not saying he was better than Ray Allen. I'm saying he can sit in a corner and shoot threes. No, I said he can sit in a corner and shoot threes.
I can shoot threes too. There's more to it.
I don't agree. I don't agree that I go Heat on this one, but I think the point you should attack is we're not even talking about Rondo. Like Rondo was better than is probably the next best option outside of those big threes.
Yes. Okay.
But I don't. I still go Heat.
But he said deeper. True.
Is Rondo? We can't bring up Rondo.
Is Rondo better than Chalmers?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Well, after we get out of the big three, it goes to your team.
Yeah,
I think the Celtics as a collective were more talented. I think they played better as a unit. That Heat team was heavily relying on LeBron. The Celtics team, they played defense as a unit. They played offense as a unit. They were just all around. I think they were a heavy team. And
Mars, what do you think?
I'm taking the Heat easily, but I think
hold on, Ron. Sorry to cut you off, Mars, but I want to ask Ron a question. So they play a 7-game series. Who's winning? The 13 Heat or the 08 Celtics? And before you answer, that's why the Heat's the better team.
No, because I think I got the Celtics in 7. I have the Celtics in 7.
You're betting against LeBron in a game 7.
I think
yeah. I'm betting against LeBron in a game 7. Now, how many game 7s have we betted with LeBron and it's just been like LeBron?
He went to a game 7 in 2013 and he was great.
He did in 2013.
So that's the game 7 LeBron we're gonna get 2013.
Okay. And can you talk
about?
Well,
you can't blame it. You can't say it like that. You don't know you don't know that's when you can get. I don't think it goes to 7, to be honest.
I think it ends in maybe 5, but I'll give it 6. I'm
just saying it's a more balanced attack.
I think old 37-year-old Ray Allen is giving young Boston Celtics big 3 Allen all he can handle. I'm with the old guys.
Didn't LeBron in 2012 go to Boston and demolish them in game 6?
This is years
later.
This is a year later.
KG, no, it's not. KG
2013. The Celtics was 4 years later.
KG's in his 15th year. Paul Pierce is slowed down numerous steps. Now Rondo got better, but everybody else took a step back. But I don't. When we talk about big threes, I don't think. Obviously, we don't. Chris Bosh didn't get enough credit for what he did to that. But his role on that team wasn't as big as the other big threes roles.
Of course.
I think.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying Paul Pierce did more for that team than Chris Bosh did. Ray Allen did more for that team than Chris Bosh did.
Who do you think was the first option on the Celtics big three?
It was Kevin Garnett. That's more to my point though. So if you're gonna say it's Paul Pierce, that's what I'm saying. I think their big three was more balanced. That Heat team, it was so much was heavily on LeBron.
But
it
in
was
terms
all
of
on LeBron's shoulder.
I really don't know. What was KG numbers in Boston in 08? Like, was he still dominating scoring like he was with Minnesota?
Scoring wise, no, but he was the defensive player of the year. I think he was black.
Yeah, I know he won.
I think he was at 18 and maybe 10, something
in 08,
like that.
Okay. And I'm gonna look in the playoffs too. In 08, he was averaging 20, 10, and 3 assists.
In the finals, in the playoffs?
Yeah, in the playoffs.
That's playoff numbers? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I didn't know he was scoring that much at that time. That's what's up.
I mean, he was 07-08, he was 18 points, 9 boards, and then it went down to 15, 14, and he kind of stayed around there.
Okay. 2008, though, KG still had a lot in the tank. And I think that 2008 KG is a problem for that team. Is a big-time problem. And then on top of that, like, I know you guys probably are going to say, oh, come on, man, what are we talking about? But Kendrick Perkins was a great rim protector and just a great center at that time, too.
Yeah, but I give me Wade and LeBron against the other two. I'll take Wade and LeBron over Paul Pierce.
Nah, most definitely. But then you got Rondo and KG, too, to balance out everything else.
Chris Bosh was a great player, Like, we're looking past Chris Bosh. Like, he was a very great player.
No, he was, but Chris Bosh was never KG.
Yeah, well, of course not, but he was still a great player. Like, we're making it seem like it's a big two versus a big two. Like, Chris Bosh was a key part of that team.
Yeah, but then we could say the same thing about Ray Allen versus D Wade. We could say that same thing too.
D Wade was way better than Ray Allen at that point. Like, it wasn't close. I think D Wade was putting up like 22 a game in 2013.
Well, they're all close. Hold on, they're all close. They're close. The Heat are better. But it's close. Let's not say it's about close. It's close.
And I mean, you guys got a great point. The Heat are better because they have easily the best player on the floor. But I think when it comes to better overall team, I think that Celtics team was a lot better. But at the same time, sometimes that doesn't matter.
It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong, Ron.
All right, you ready to get to this players court?
I don't know if we have time because someone will have to leave momentarily, but we have this Q&A that we can cover first. And then we can get into players court after we send Fluent off into the night.
All right, y'all. First question. If Giannis is a unanimous All-NBA first team selection this season, he will be the first to do it in 4 years in a row since 1966. Michael Jordan, James Harden, and LeBron James are the only other players to do it for 3 seasons in a row. Are we currently sleeping on the greatness of Giannis Antetokounmpo and his dominance and what he brings to the game as a whole?
Sleeping, I don't know, but I think he should be the consensus best player in the world. But
I agree.
I don't know if that means people are sleeping on him if they don't have him there.
When you guys asked who the best, where we put KD, I was like, he's 2 behind Giannis for me right now.
Marge, why do you have him consensus?
I think both sides of the ball, what he does, his impact on the game. I think the only guy who's close to him in terms of how he impacts the game as a whole would probably be Jokic right now. So I'd have Giannis 1, Jokic 2.
Is that how you always viewed your best player in the world? What you just said, or it's just how you're doing it now?
That's how I've always done it.
So how long has Giannis been your best player in the world?
I'd say last year he was the best player in the world. This year he's the best player in the world. 2019 was a bit shaky because the playoffs happened. But I'd say that at least the last 2 years I'd have Giannis as the best.
So who was it in 2019?
2019, I think Steph was the best player in the world.
Because he impacted the game on both ends of the floor, like you just said?
His impact on the game as a whole. His offensive impact was so high that his defensive impact didn't need to be as high, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it changes. It depends on the
I
player.
mean, it's just about your overall impact. Giannis's overall impact is benefited by the fact it's on both ends. Steph's impact was so high on offense that his defensive impact, even though it was lower, it didn't really matter because his offensive impact was so high, in my opinion.
And you said Steph was 2019?
I think from 2019, he was the best player in the world. 2018 was Bron. I think 2019 and maybe 20 was Steph. Well, Steph got hurt 2020. So 2019 was Steph. I think 2020 was Bron. 2021 and 22 has been Giannis. That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It just changes.
Okay.
It's gross.
Fluent, do you think right now we're sleeping on Giannis being one of the best all-time players?
No, I don't think. I think everyone
He's top 75. Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone's sleeping on it because we all. I think if you don't have him one, you have him 1, 2, 3. You have him somewhere. So how are you sleeping on someone that you have?
No. I'm not talking about. The question isn't directed towards this season. It's directed towards the bigger picture, all time.
The bigger picture.
Yes.
I'm the wrong guy to ask because I told you I don't even want to look at guys until they've played 10 plus years.
Well, okay, a lot of guys that you've seen play have played longer than 4 years. Giannis would be the first player to get all NBA first team 4 years in a row.
Yeah, he's gonna be at the end of the day, he's gonna be in that conversation. So I don't think we're sleeping on him. I think everyone says he's gonna be there. He's gonna be a top player all time. So, right, like he's gonna have the stuff that Shaq doesn't like. He's gonna have the rings. He's gonna have the MVPs. He's gonna have all that stuff. Yeah, so he's going to be in that conversation. Absolutely. So no, I don't think we're sleeping on him.
Got you.
FYI, he's my favorite. He is my favorite player in the NBA. So it's not like we're not. Like I said, I don't think anybody's sleeping on him, and it's not just because he was born in my favorite country, where Shaq happens to be right now. Oh, I think you're there too. My motherland. My motherland.
Love that.
Great country.
I miss you guys.
Great country.
I'm in Greece.
Zach, how long do you think Giannis sustains this level of play? Like if he is to get first team all NBA, how many, and that's 4, that would be 4 in a row for him. How many more do you think he rolls off?
How old is he now?
27.
27. I was just 26, 27. I don't see, I mean, he could do this another 3-4 years easily, is what I think. I mean, we've seen, there's that tweet where it's like this LeBron fuckery can't continue much longer. He's 30 years old, and here he is doing what he's done. Now, granted, it's not to say that Giannis is the same, but it's to say that guys understand their bodies better, so longevity can go longer. And bro, Giannis is, in seeing his game evolve each year leads me to believe that he's just going to continue to kind of keep getting better, which is terrifying. So
what age range do you consider peak?
27, 31. That range.
Yeah.
I'd say.
So he's entering his peak in the next 5 years is what most people consider to be his peak. So he's done what he's done up to this point, and he's still got 5 technically. Listen, this is always barring injury. 5 peak years left plus whatever the decline is going to be after that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. With it. He's got 10 more years in the league, 8 more years in the league. He'll get his.
Where do you guys see his game transforming into, though? Obviously, all the greats have to make a sacrifice when they lose something. They have to gain something else if they continue their level as dominant.
I think he just becomes more of a traditional 5 in terms of he'll be closer to the basket and more of like a rim protector, help defender instead of the transition player he is now. I think
I don't want to see Giannis without his athleticism. Like that just hurt me thinking about that.
More and more into a Boston Kevin Garnett.
I think you're going to see more playmaking out of him too. Like, don't forget, there's that season didn't work. Well, I think it worked where he was the point forward or the point guard. I think you'll see more of that too, because I don't think
Jason Kidd doesn't get enough credit for that.
A great 3-point shooter, Jason. Yeah, absolutely.
He was so mad when Jason Kidd got fired.
Yeah, because he liked that role.
I certainly don't think you're ever going to see the evolution go, like where he's hitting threes.
Yeah, I don't think he's moving out. I think it's
more. It's not going like even like a Braun like.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, nah. It's for sure KG, Minnesota, Boston.
I like that comp.
KG. Yeah, KG on Boston, kind
of. Fluent. I think this is a good stopping point because I don't want to keep you any longer, knowing that you have to go. So thank you for coming to the show.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Make sure to check out Fluent_chill, Chilltown Hoops on YouTube. Thank you.
Hey, Fluent.
Actually, can I say one thing? I haven't told the Player's Choice stuff. Can I say one more thing? Because it's coming out. We're just finishing shooting the pilot. Please check out. There's a new comedy coming out on Netflix in the summer called Dem Ones. I'm on the show. It's be really funny if you like comedies. Check out Dem Ones.
That's dope. I can't wait. I love shows. Wait. I'm gonna ask one question. Are you guys dropping all the episode, or is it week by week thing?
If Netflix picked up 10 episodes, then we're gonna drop them all so you can binge.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Is what I've been told. But who knows?
Okay, yeah. Then I'll just wait.
I just play a role. I just play a role. I don't know.
Right. That's what's up, though. That's dope, man.
That's fire.
Before you go,
yes, sir.
I know this is Player's Choice basketball. Shaq, calm down, relax. I know this is Player's Choice basketball, but I see you got a Chicago Bears helmet in the back. Is there something that you're going to be doing later? A Player's Choice.
Don't forget, later on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, check out Player's Choice Gridiron if you want some football talk.
A special guest on today, a former NFL player. Should I tell him? No.
It'll be a surprise.
Come and see. We have an NFL player on today. Go check it out. Shaq doesn't want me to talk about football on this platform, so we will love to see you guys there. Thank you.
I don't care.
I'm out. Thanks, y'all.
Ron, let me text you gross.
Yeah, I don't care too much about that. You can get off whatever you feel you need to get off.
Right. It's still Player's Choice in front of it.
Okay. And after that, you guys come check out Player's Choice Gridiron.
Dale, are you ready for me to take the hosting back over from Ron?
You just gave him current events, and then you let this dangle into the last four. Someone just text me. Let me know when Ron stopped. I'll be back. Verbatim, I'll be back. 2 exclamation points.
No, I'm done. Players Court. Let's get to it.
Well, let's wait for Mars to get back, of course. But I felt, Ron, you did a good job.
I'm always confident in my abilities, but
it wasn't too bad.
Hey, the same guys that vote me off for saying that. Hey, Zach, for saying that Devin Booker is gonna win more championships than Mikal Bridges. Those are the same people that vote me off. The same people that vote me off.
Why am I coming back to Mikal Bridges slander?
For saying that sweet potato pie is a better Thanksgiving dish than stuffing. These are the same people that will say that I'm not a good host. So I'm like, y'all got it. Sweet potato pie over stuffing. You know what your mama is doing.
I thought you did a lovely job. Do not let them hate. I thought you did a fantastic job.
Oh my God. All right. First I want to, man, I hate that we're not doing a draft. I hate it.
Oh, there's no, I don't look at the doc. I didn't know it was no draft.
I mean, there is a draft down there, but whatever. Can we get to the 1v1 tourney?
I thought it was Players Court.
Yeah, but we can revisit Players Court. We can end on Players Court because I really want to get through this tourney. I don't want to push it back into that. Is
this what you was naming?
Yeah, first Dirk versus Paul Pierce. Yeah, 64. 32 matchups. It goes by quickly. God. I promise you.
All right, let's go.
All right, we could already been done with this. First matchup, Dirk versus Paul Pierce. Dirk's winning this.
Yes.
Wait, so are we saying who's better? What are we doing? Are we arguing every matchup?
We don't have to be nasty. We can get through this relatively quick.
Right. I got Dirk. Wait, is who's playing a one-on-one or better career? What are we doing? This is the confusing part.
It's one-on-one. Not better career, just one-on-one.
Oh, like who's playing one-on-one on outside, like in the gym? Let's play one-on-one.
Yeah. Like
Paul Pierce.
After, I know, and it's Dirk.
Paul Pierce.
I got Dirk.
Ron.
One-on-one.
That Dirk fadeaway is impossible.
Yeah, but one-on-one, like
just them two.
Well, hold
Paul
on.
Pierce.
So we're doing strictly 1v1. It's not one-on-one and a 5-on. Yeah, Paul Pierce is going to rank Dirk.
Oh, okay. So it's
11-5.
So it's 3-2 in Dirk one because me, Zach, and Mars all agree that Dirk is annihilating Paul
Dirk
Pierce.
Is winning one-on-one.
Is there a dribble limit, or what are we doing? Like 3 dribbles, or do we want?
Let's do 3 dribbles max. You can't get crazy.
We play 3 dribbles.
No, actually, I don't care about the limit. No. However, I'm playing to my skill set.
If it's three dribbles, it's easier Paul Pierce.
No.
So
whatever.
let's make it Max. But it's still Paul Pierce.
All right, so Dirk wins that. Mars, correct?
Yeah, I got Dirk.
That's gross.
Moving along, Luka versus Shy. SGA.
I think Luka.
Yeah, Luka. Oh my God, that's tough, boy.
In ones, I'm going Shy in one. That's just me.
I'm going Luka.
Ron, it's on. So it's 2-1 right now.
I'm gonna go Luka. That's tough.
So
That's
Luka got the win, but this is what you guys got to understand: is
Shaq being gross.
No,
why?
You gave it to Shy. You gave it to Shy over Luka, but Dirk beats Paul Pierce.
What's wrong with that?
Was closer than this one.
Yeah, I think Shy. Because I don't see
one dribbling the basketball. How is Dirk is doing nothing to get by Paul.
I'm taking Luka.
He doesn't need to get by him.
I'm taking Luka.
He shoots right over Paul.
Right, and Paul's good. And Paul's gonna be there though. He's not making. Paul's gonna.
Yeah, but
be
when
there.
has that ever bothered Dirk before?
Yeah.
It's different playing a one-on-one game and doing a one-on-one on 5-on-5. It's totally different. Shaq could guard me better one-on-one with his teammates around than he could guard me one-on-one, just me and him on the court.
This is a tough one. I'm gonna ask.
Dirk's got 4 inches on him. 5 inches on him. Dirk's got 5 inches on Paul Pierce.
He does, but he doesn't dribble the basketball to make his height just makes better sense. It's always something slow and methodical where Paul Pierce could sit on and be there for.
I just asked the chat.
I'm just placing myself in a one-on-one realm. That's the only reason Luka and Shai is so hard. Because
what you're saying.
It's weird.
I just asked the chat. It's a poll going right now, and 80% is saying that Luka gets it over Shai.
And I'm taking Luka over Shai because Luka could dribble and he could back him down. Because and I don't see that from Dirk. He turning Dirk backing him down.
I see that, Dale.
From the wing.
I got Paul Pierce. Yeah,
Paul Pierce is strong though.
He is, but the thing about Dirk is, think about Dirk. Dirk doesn't have to get into the paint. Dirk can get right to that elbow. Get to his spot and shoot that shot right there.
That's not happening every single time. And how is Dirk Nowitzki guarding Paul Pierce now? I haven't even got to that.
I know. I got Paul Pierce.
That's the confusing part. How is he guarding him? Paul got bopped.
LeBron, you have to stop yelling though, Ron.
Oh, I got you.
Because you down the road and falling asleep.
Falling asleep, and my wife is texting me crying right now. So, all right. Luka zapped Shai or Shea.
Yeah, that's not a.
I think it's Shai, but everybody's saying Shea. So
I think it's the same thing though. I think Shea's gonna have Luka out there dancing with the stars.
No, but Luka could control dynamic more because he could really back down, and Luka got Bob himself to just pick and choose. Luka got that.
All right. I got Luke.
No, I have Luka as well.
Everybody else?
Yeah, same.
I got Shea.
All right, Isaiah Thomas versus Ray Allen.
Which Isaiah Thomas? Detroit.
The Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
And this is prime Ray, Milwaukee Buck Ray.
Everything is prime.
This is okay, perfect. This is tough.
I go Ray.
I'm gonna go Ray.
Yeah, I go Ray too because they're shooting.
I'm gonna go Ray.
All right, Ray goes
It's a tough
through.
one though.
Kevin Garnett versus Joel Embiid.
Jesus Christmas.
That's a nice little
hard.
That's a nice little.
Is it cool you're in foul?
Yeah, for sure. No, but it's no referee. It's 1v1s.
I'm gonna take KG. I'm KG.
I'm KG too.
Yeah,
I'm 1000% Embiid, and it's not even close.
Look, I love the process. He's the best big man in the league right now, but that process don't want shit to do with the big ticket, and I'm gonna just leave it there. I
go KG. Yeah.
All right. KG advances.
Bro,
that's weird out of you guys, by the way. It's no way that KG is.
No, because bro, I think if Drummond got in Embiid's head, what's KG gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
I can see Embiid crumbling. All right, but KG goes through. I can see that. MJ versus Tim Duncan.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
I don't think Tim Duncan gets the ball back after he missed or whatever shot he does. I don't
know.
Shout out.
MJ's too quick. He's just too
I don't
far.
think he gets the ball back.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nightmare. That's gonna be a nightmare for Timmy. Sorry about that, Tim. Vince Carter versus Jimmy Butler.
This is nice.
This is a really good matchup.
I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler.
So am I.
I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler.
I'm going Vince, and it's not even close. Vince prime is so much better than Jimmy Butler in his prime.
It's
in
not
a 1v1.
about that.
It is in my prime versus 1v1 versus Jimmy. I'm playing better than you.
Jimmy's stopping him, and Jimmy's very capable offensively. This is the closest game we have so far. I'm taking Jimmy Butler 11-9.
I'm just going in front of the hash, the semicircle, and I'm just going to take the charge stance and wait for Jimmy to come run through me because he's not shooting.
Whatever you say. I got Jimmy.
All right, I think this deserves a vote.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm with Jimmy.
Zach, Ron, I got Vince.
I'm leaning Vince just from the points per game. Like Vince had 2 years where he was at 27. Like
he scored.
But to your point, I don't know if like that's where it's like the defender always seems like he comes up. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy's such a better defender.
In a one-on-one setting, you have to go with those type of things. I'm not looking at when you bring these players. I'm not looking at none of their NBA stats on what
me neither. I'm looking at Vince looking into Jimmy's eyes and saying, "I'm about to kill you. I'm about to dominate you."
Jimmy's about to say, "I'm killing you back."
Yeah.
I don't think he's killing him back. You can try to stop me as many times as you want to on offense, but you're not about to. I ran a poll, but Ron, it's on you. Whatever you say, that's who goes through. But I'm curious to see what the chat says.
Vince Carter's bag was a lot deeper than he gets credit for. A lot of guys categorize him as a dunker. A lot of guys even categorize him as just a shooter later on in his career. No, Vince was like that. Vince was tough. And I think Vince is going to give Jimmy everything he can handle. Step backs, spin moves, dunks, obviously, up and unders. I think, like, Jimmy's a good defender, but what good offense beats great defense any day of the week.
Not so easy.
They're probably going to play on the Monday.
All right, well, the chat had Jimmy edging out Vince 53-47 on 60 votes, so I see it's still a toss-up. But, Ron, who you got, Vince or Jimmy?
I got Vince.
All right, Vince, congratulations. You go through. Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell.
Tatum.
JT.
That's tough, too. I'm going to go Tatum, though.
If Mitchell was maybe 3 inches taller, I might give it to him. But he's 6'1". I can't.
He's not 6'1", but
I'm pretty sure he's 6'1". I mean, I'm just going by.
He's a little taller than that. He's 6'3".
I'm pretty sure he's listed at 6'1", but I could be.
Oh, he's not like
Yeah, so you probably know better than me. I'm just going by what he's listed as.
All right. Do we all have Tatum?
Yeah.
He's listed at 6'1". That's gross. I gotta check that. I'm sorry.
What I've seen he's listed at 6'1", but I could be wrong.
Penny Hardaway.
If Donovan gets hot, it could be a long day for JT.
Penny Hardaway versus Larry Bird.
I think
I got Penny.
I'd go Bird.
I'm extremely biased right here. Penny Hardaway is
NBA.com. 6'3".
Oh, my fault.
Again, I'm gonna say his.
But Wikipedia got 6'1" though.
Okay.
Say that again, Ron.
Said Penny Hardaway's bag was a lot deeper than you guys may know. He played in the 90s. I know a lot of you guys didn't see him play, but he's really one of the only players to send Jordan packing in the playoffs. Yeah, he was with Shaq, but Penny was him. He was that guy. I got Penny cooking Larry. I mean, he's gonna get it back, but Penny was
Shaq,
just,
you know who I got.
MJ was also not the there was a little bit of a lag with that ability to come back. But I see your point.
Yeah, but he's the only person that can get.
I'm not going to none of that. I don't even need NBA stats for none of this argument. I'm not even gonna ever bring that up. I'm going Penny though.
Yeah, I go Penny as well.
I hate to say, because against anybody else, I'm probably gonna take Larry, but I'm heavily Penny biased.
The reason I go with this is because you ask most of those Dream Team guys, and a lot of them will tell you how much of a pain in the ass Prime Bird was to play one-on-one against after practice, and he was taking everyone's checks. So that's where I go Bird on that.
I'm leaning towards Bird. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I see the Penny as well in it. I do. I don't know. But I mean, Penny advances. Penny advances for sure. But the chat has 72% Bird, on 50 votes. 74% on 54 votes. I'm going to let that keep running. LeBron James versus Zion Williamson.
LeBron.
Who made this list?
That's a weird matchup.
That's why Shaq, did you do this?
Setup.
No, I put the players in and I just randomized it.
That's it on its own.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's completely.
Seems like you want to give Bron an easy word.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's gonna run into some trouble.
That's why I asked.
No, he's gonna run into some trouble. I'm sure of it.
This is nothing new, Mars. Bron always gets the easy pass straight to the finals.
I mean, MJ got an easy pass too.
The super team in the finals is going to be an excuse.
MJ Tim Duncan is harder than Bron Zion.
DeMar DeRozan versus Charles Barkley.
I got Charles.
Yo,
Fuck.
Charles,
This is such a weird matchup.
Yeah.
It's weird, but to me, I think
gonna have DeMar crying after the first 3 points.
I'm gonna take Charles. Like,
yo, Charles, can we just play horse?
Yeah, I guess I go Chuck. That post game's so annoying to stop if you're smaller and like.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Charles. That's a good one as well.
Yeah, Charles is gonna get all in those ribs, and it's gonna be nasty. D Wade versus Steph Curry, an interesting first round matchup.
D Wade.
I find that surprising that you take Wade here after our earlier conversation.
I'm gonna explain it to you. Go ahead. You're taking a prime D Wade playing defense in a one-on-one setting.
Yeah,
Steph can't. It's not 1 against 5. You know what I'm saying? True. Yeah, it's 1-on-1. It's like Bob Cousy versus Steph Curry. That's how I view this. I don't think Steph has a chance 1-on-1 versus prime D Wade. Just them two on the court playing 1-on-1.
Steph's not a 1-on-1 player anyway. Like, that's just not his game. So I'm not.
And that's nasty. This is Steph's first round matchup.
I mean, that's just where the chips fell. I can't control.
I know, right?
I don't know what else we're in store for. Actually,
was it Cheetos or Pringles? Like,
yeah. He had to play somebody.
But that's tough with Steph. Give him D Wade. Wow.
Wade's winning 80% to 20%.
Yeah, 1-0. Right.
Yeah.
So Steph's out. Sorry, Steph. Didn't mean to do that to you. D Booker versus Allen Iverson.
Tough. This is tough.
That's a hard match.
This is another tough one. Wow. Okay, here we go. Book.
I feel like this is probably the hardest matchup that I've seen
so far. Yeah. Oh gosh.
It's a lot of nuances. It's a lot of nuances.
I said it, but
yeah, I'm gonna go D Book.
You are?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I mean,
D-Book.
The size, but then AI.
And that's why it's not player who you think it's right, but it's not who you think is better players. I'm just if I'm watching them play 1-on-1, like.
But like, I mean, wasn't the 1-on-1 game how AI kind of pulled that team to a finals? But
it's 1 and 5 people. You have to guard different. If it's just me versus Mono, no one else is on the court. It's and I like. 1-on-1 is like what I really do. Like I love that.
But I think
immensely.
Like I think you go back. I feel like Book is very good, but any guy is terrified to be put on the island to have.
Of course, but this is if Book is just worried about Allen Iverson, right? So he's playing. This is how I do 1-on-1. He's playing them. He's also a bigger body. You know what I'm saying? So if Book could stop AI more so in a 1-on-1 than AI can stop him. This is why the Steph Curry and D Wade is just so easy. If the Steph get his flare off with 3 threes after the rebound, D Wade big and strong. He literally can just boom, 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 bucket, boom, 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 bucket. It's like
the chat picked 65% Iverson, 34% Book. So let's put an end to this.
I'm still going AI, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mars, Ron.
I go D Book.
I mean, I've said it multiple times on the show. I think Devin Booker is the best shooting guard in the NBA right now. But Allen Iverson,
I mean, just pick.
Is a legend, bro. And
He always got to go back to what they doing on their current team.
I can't vote against AI. Not with D Book. As much as I want to, I can't.
AI moves on. Shaq, you picked AI, right?
No, I haven't picked yet, and I'm picking Book. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to size and efficiency, and I feel like Book just makes more shots in a 1-on-1 setting.
Even though he complained about getting doubled in pickup.
I mean, he's not getting doubled here.
I'm saying y'all going through the wrong criteria. Yeah. I'm playing.
Yeah. Tracy McGrady, Magic Johnson.
T-Mac.
Easily.
Just read the next name. We don't need to know nothing else. That we're not doing this. I promise you.
Is that?
Because I see the Mr. Lake. I see Mr.
Body.
Lake. I see Mr. Lake and thinking that's why.
I'll say Magic, but he's through. It doesn't matter.
Come on.
Magic got two.
Who you gonna pass it to himself?
We're not going. Yeah, he gonna throw it off the back.
Like, what we doing here?
I feel like T-Mac is handling Magic easily. I'm sorry, Magic.
Got the shot.
11-2.
Shoot at all.
I hate I'm the tiebreaker. But then your guy gets this: Gary Payton, Kevin Durant.
KD.
Yeah, KD.
Mars, I need to officially hear all the.
Yeah, KD, obviously, but I wanted to. I was gonna try and make it interesting and make an argument.
I feel like, but we can do a score. I feel like 11-6.
4. I say 4.
I was gonna say 11-4, 11-5.
Yeah, 4.
It's 11-5, but GP makes it tough. All right, and KD's tight during this whole time too.
KD's upset. Yeah, KD didn't want this first round matchup. He didn't like that. That's the person he has to. Right. Yeah. DeJounte Murray, Russell Westbrook.
Russ, I guess.
I'm just go Russ. That's 3. You don't have to ask no one else. Just keep it going. Okay. Because you said this wouldn't be long.
Okay. Kemba Walker, Anthony Davis.
AD.
Dang, Kemba.
I love Kemba. If Kemba hit a smaller guy, there are a lot of people that were smaller that he maybe would get through against, but.
All right, we have to finish this side before going to the other side, so let's be quick about this. Dirk Nowitzki, Luka Doncic.
Luka.
Dirk.
I got Luka.
I think Luka.
That's tough. I got Dirk, but Luka advances. And I feel like it's so lopsided the way Dirk is going to do Luka. It's not even going to be funny. You talk about not getting the ball back. I feel like that's one of those scenarios.
Okay.
Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett.
KG.
Yeah, KG.
KG's getting some bail. MJ, Vince Carter.
Mike.
MJ.
Let's see the right now on the wall. Jason Tatum, Penny.
Tatum.
JT.
Tatum.
You guys are out of your goddamn minds. Penny
It's already 3. It's already 3.
Yeah,
Penny a dog.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Penny will tear his ass up. Penny get to calling him soft the way Coach K was calling him.
That's what's up.
Ron, then he went out and murked the second half, but I'm with you.
OD had 28.
Yeah,
I know that game.
yeah, that was one of those moments like you can't. Come on, Ron, stop being nasty. LeBron James.
In the first half.
LeBron James, Charles Barkley.
Braun.
That one's gonna be a pain in the ass for LeBron, but he'll win handily, but he's gonna get it's gonna be annoying to play.
The first Gary Payton. D Wade, Devin Booker.
Ooh.
Offense versus defense.
I'm gonna go Wade.
And
I'm going D Wade. I'm going D Wade.
No, I was gonna go D, but I don't think it matters anymore.
It doesn't. I was gonna go Wade also. T-Mac, Kevin Durant.
KD.
Ron Mars.
I got KD.
Moving along. Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis.
AD.
AD's getting a lot of bail money.
Time out. We're talking about 2015 Russell Westbrook, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. AD.
Mars didn't even blink. Teared that one down.
And I feel like Anthony Davis is gonna be able to score so easily on Russ. Like I look at Charles and
really
I look at it.
Yeah, like we're not.
Out of all these people, I would much rather play Russ. Luka Doncic, Kevin Garnett.
KG.
Yeah, KG.
Wow.
Yeah. KG guards too, bro.
I just don't know how Luka's stopping him.
With you.
Yeah, like
Michael Jordan, Jason Tatum.
MJ.
Moving along. LeBron James versus his good old pal D Wade.
Bron.
He's
too strong.
Let me make this easy for you, Dale. Yeah. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis.
KD.
KD.
I think it's close, but yeah, KD.
Do you guys want the chat to do the semis?
No. Because the more people, there's more time and more you telling me we're not doing players quarter or draft.
No, we're doing players quarter. KG versus Michael Jordan.
Mike. I know where this is ending up for me, I think.
This is gonna be MJ and Bron, isn't it?
No.
Like
Mars, who you got?
I got Mike.
That's weird. All right. LeBron versus KD.
KD.
I have Bron.
So do I.
Okay. I really didn't think that was.
I'll run a poll too. But
in a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Bron. It's just gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much.
Bron guards KD better than KD guards Bron. That's been your argument this whole time.
Wait, you said Bron what?
Guards KD better than KD guards Bron.
Are you serious right now?
All right, Dale.
No.
Dale, I agree. It isn't.
You didn't answer.
It's a toss up. I agree, but I'm just choosing Bron.
Oh yeah, but it's like absurd. It's like an absurd pick.
Is it that crazy?
For a 1-on-1 setting, yes, it's that crazy.
I think only Zach agrees with you though. Everybody else picked Bron. Mars, I would love to hear your take on this.
I got Bron, but I mean, I don't play basketball, so I don't know what's going on.
I just don't know how. I don't know.
I just think
LeBron will guard him,
but
guarding. He's chasing ghosts. KD's got everything.
If it's peak LeBron, he's a better defender. He's stronger. He's faster. He's more athletic. I think.
I also
goes into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it's peak LeBron, but it's also peak Kevin Durant.
And I also feel like if you ask the Team USA guys when they did one-on-ones and stuff, they'd all say KD would be the best one-on-one guy. Like that's why I'm like, I don't know how.
I get it. KD got a shimmy. He got a step back, a pull-up jumper. But in this one-on-one matchup, Bron's not even going to any of that. Bron's putting his head down and going straight to the rim. Bucket.
I mean, it's so close.
Give me the ball back.
But
give me the ball back.
So that's why. So why didn't you pick Russell Westbrook? Because he's doing the same thing.
I did pick Russell Westbrook. You guys laughed me off the joint. AD.
When?
I picked him against AD. You guys were like,
I didn't hear you.
When Mars did his thing? Yeah.
You didn't pick Russell Westbrook. All you said was,
I'm so happy.
You said, hold on, guys. This is 2015 Russ. You didn't say I got Russ. You just said,
and that's what I started getting at, and you guys started laughing at me. So I'm like, all right, let's move on.
No, we laughed at
not an argument to talk
amazing
about.
Joke.
Exactly. It was an amazing joke. So I just shut up so I didn't get laughed at no more.
Bron moves on. I get. What did the chat say?
The poll on 93 votes has Bron at 53%, KD at 47%. So it's split, but we also get the edge. MJ, Bron.
Wait. I have to ask you another thing. You said there's another bracket?
Yeah, this is just the left side. There's a right side.
Who did this?
What do you mean?
It seems like everyone good is on this side.
Yeah, and I'm wondering who the hell is Michael Jordan playing against on the right side?
I mean, we're mainly doing it for the situations of the 1v1s to see who might get eliminated, but this is just a random pick.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get it now. But Mike versus
MJ versus LeBron.
Mike.
Jack, I got Mike. I got to step out for a second.
All right, I'm going Bron.
I'm going Bron too.
So am I.
Pretty. Sorry about that, Mike.
Who did Mike didn't face someone like LeBron running at him.
You said what? Sorry about that.
So Mike hasn't faced someone quite like LeBron running at him time and time again.
Yeah, I don't even think that's close.
You know, that's honestly, I play Shaq, but you know that's the easiest thing to guard in a one-on-one.
What's head of steam?
That's fair. That is fair.
That's the easiest thing to guard in a one-on-one.
Head of steam?
Shaq, stop. You know stop. You know it is. You know, like you know it. It's the easiest.
Redmond's pretty upset in the chat. I don't know what he's upset about. I don't know if it's because
of the same reason I'm upset.
Oh, are you guys really upset about that? That's a weird thing to be upset about.
It's not because y'all are saying, like, it's not saying, oh, you could pick Bron as your best player, your GOAT, whatever. But in a one-on-one setting in basketball, like it's just being gross. It's gross. It's really gross.
Are you ready for the next setup? I mean, the next
Yeah, of course.
Jamal versus Kobe. Jamal Crawford.
Kobe. Oh, Kobe is not Kobe. Okay.
Mamba.
That it's like we say it quick, but like it would be close.
In a one-on-one, it is a close game. It is.
I feel like Kobe hates his first round matchup for sure. He doesn't like it.
Yeah. He's like, I get it, but
he definitely wanted a Zion Williamson in his first round.
Yeah.
Shaq, do you want to tell the people what was the score when you played Jamal one-on-one?
Did I play Jamal one-on-one?
Yes, I was right there. it was.
Did me and Maul play one-on-one?
Yes, love it.
I don't remember the score.
God, they picked his most recent picture for this.
CJ McCollum versus Shaq.
This is such a weird matchup.
We'll go Shaq.
I'm taking Shaq.
Yeah, I'm just go.
I'm taking
Shaq.
Prime Shaq.
Yeah, Prime Shaq was mobile enough to dance around with CJ a little bit and at least meet him at the rim. So yeah, Shaq.
Ja Morant versus Klay Thompson.
I think I gotta go Ja just because how deep the bag is, but I feel like this version of Ja would get it done, but like 3 years from now, that version of Ja is for sure getting it done.
I'm going Klay.
I gotta go Klay.
I hate the Klay disrespect, but I gotta go Ja.
Klay. Moving on.
That's weird. Klay has amazing defense as well for these type of settings. He would make it harder.
Wait. Who is Klay versus who?
Ja Morant.
Oh, this is tough. In that one-on-one setting.
Oh, because Ja is electric.
And Ja plays defense.
I hope you choose Klay because I already clicked him.
Okay, so we could go along.
Okay. Kawhi versus Brandon Roy.
Kawhi.
Wow. Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy, fucking Artest used to say Brandon Roy was the hardest guy he ever had to guard. Now, granted, that's in a 5-on-5 scenario, but
I promise you I'm choosing Brandon Roy.
And I'm choosing Brandon Roy as well, so don't even think.
It's not even anything to even think about.
No, my heart's torn. You know, I grew up on B Roy. He from my area. He from my territory.
Yeah.
I don't got no problem with it. I ain't gonna speak on it.
Ron, you remember the game against B Roy and Jamal?
Love that.
When they beat us in OT, and I feel like the refs were on some BS, and they were popping champagne in the parking lot. I didn't like that too much.
When you get paid, by NBA players to call calls for him, you know, we're out there looking like Luka.
I mean, I'm in the bathroom after the game, using the bathroom. We're like, yo, where's that guy, Shaq? Where he play at? They're like, oh, he's going to Arizona State next year. That was like after my JUCO year, but going into Arizona State. So that was a defining moment for me.
What year was
2013? Yeah. This is when B Roy was kind of, you know.
Yo, Zach, that was the best version of Shaq that we'll never see again. I hate to say it.
That was a good version.
No, Shaq with the chip on his shoulder, different.
Yeah, of course.
His chip is OD bigger right now, but you just don't know it.
But it's just a different. It's just different. Yeah. I'm trying to do what Mars likes win. DeMarcus Cousins versus Chris Paul.
Cousins.
It depends who starts with the ball.
Yeah.
I think Cousins gonna get to playing around too much, shooting shit he don't got no business doing.
Now we doing all this. Cousins. We ain't do this for Shaq. Cousins.
I got Chris.
Yeah, I go CP.
I go Boogie.
Oh man. Don't do this to me. Ah, man. CP probably gets injured before the end of the game. Let's factor that in. I don't like this. I'm going to go DeMarcus. Ah, damn, that's tough. Sorry, CP. Jason Kidd versus Jokic. I hate that I have to choose this first round. I hate
Jason Kidd.
I got Jokic.
Jason Kidd.
Jokic.
Zach, Ron.
I went Jokic, yeah.
I got Jokic too.
Yeah, J Kid, you're getting packed up. I'm sorry, my friend. Yeah, I didn't like that. Whoa.
Would we go Boogie on the last one?
I'm gonna go Carl.
Yep. No. Yeah.
Oh, it's CP.
Mm-hmm.
There was Jason Kidd was twice against Cat, so I just picked Cat. Trae Young versus Zach LaVine.
I got Zach.
I got Zach as well.
Yeah, I think he's making it too hard for Trae to get stuff off.
Yeah, I got Zach as well.
I think Trae's the worst defender in mankind.
I could see
the worst defender on this whole sheet for sure.
He's not stopping anyone.
Yo, Del, you ready for an interesting one? Damian Lillard versus Hakeem Olajuwon.
That is very interesting. I'm gonna go Hakeem though.
I got Hakeem. I got Hakeem routinely.
Sorry, Dame. You want to hear another interesting one? Carmelo Anthony versus James Harden.
This is my favorite one on the sheet.
I like this.
So
I think they have to play to 50.
Yeah.
I'm a good James Harden. But I'm not mad.
My pick, but I'm gonna pick last.
I got James.
I'm going Melo. I love James, but I think I gotta go Melo. That prime Melo, like.
Zach, I'm gonna show this to James.
Give me Melo.
Come on, don't do that. If I told you story when he showed up at our practice, I think you hadn't shown up yet. It was during the lockout. He shows up at practice running with our walk-ons, barbecuing. Our walk-ons
I heard this story.
Amazing. Okay. He comes over to the scorer's table. One of our managers, who's kind of a weirdo, is like, "Hey, James, you haven't scored today." And James is like, "That can't be right. That can't be right." He's like, "Yeah, you're 0 for 6 from 3." And James goes, No. Looks at the sheet, throws it at him, calls for the ball. As soon as we get back at it, calls for the ball, takes one step over half court, hits the 3, and turns and just stares at us on his way back. Like, that guy's just different than anyone else we had at the time, So
Yo, coming from JUCO, like seeing the stat sheet for practices on what you shot in that practice was like very weird to me. I was like, yeah. I'm like, why does this matter? It's practice. I'm trying to get shit off. Why are you?
So dumb. So dumb. We did it mostly because we were bored over there, like.
Yeah. No, my James Harden story was a little different because like when he was coming in, like when I was at ASU, that second year when I got the nod to that I was going to be able to play a second year, I'm thinking like, this is my campus. I'm in the malls. I'm in Fashion Square. I'm on the elevators. I got the posters. I got the commercials. I'm like, James, we're in here at open gym, but you're not just about to cut in front of me for open gym. Like, it's my turn, we had next. And we're standing like at half court. And James is looking at me like, are you nuts right now? And that was my initiation to James. And I look up at my coach. I go up there. It was Coach Stan. I go up there and I'm like, man, he was like, it's James Harden. What are you talking about? And I was like, all right. And it's some more stories that James has that I can't
we can
say
tell those
on.
I can do those back and forth.
But Melo or James, I'm going James.
2-2.
No, it's not. It's Melo by a mile.
But it's 2-2 right now in terms of.
It's Melo. It's Melo.
Yeah.
By a mile.
Nah,
yeah, it's Melo.
That's fair. All right.
Mile by Melo.
Bradley Beal, Paul George.
PG.
PG.
PG. I don't. The defense is crazy there.
Paul Gasol, Brandon Ingram.
It's such a weird one.
I'm gonna go BI.
Same.
Yeah, I'm happy you thought about that for a second, though. I'm also going to go BI.
Yeah, I'm gonna go BI.
Stephon Marbury, Kyrie Irving. Weird matchup.
Kyrie,
Granted, we were just talking about this.
Not weird matchup at all.
Weird.
Very tough matchup.
Fun to
Not
watch,
weird,
Kyrie.
but I'm right. Fun to
I would
watch.
enjoy
I'm
watching
going
that
Kyrie.
game.
Hey, this might be the best matchup in the whole thing. I ain't even
Like
confirmed.
that's very good. That's a very good matchup.
I got Kyrie though.
Yeah, but Kyrie, yeah,
We're all going Kyrie.
yes.
Derrick Rose, LaMelo Ball.
Rose.
I love
D-Rose.
Melo, but D Rose, prime D Rose, that MVP year.
Pretty
Giannis,
overrated year.
Jaylen Brown.
Giannis.
I'm gonna go Giannis.
I got Giannis.
All right. Gardner versus Grant Hill.
Gardner.
Garland.
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 Sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna go Grant Hill.
Grant
Same.
Hill.
Darius versus.
Yeah.
All right. Hill goes on. Kobe versus Shaq.
Kobe.
Oh, this is pretty entertaining.
I'll go
Kobe.
Shaq. I don't think Shaq loses to anybody. I'll go
Shaq.
Shaq. So Ron is the deal breaker.
He said
Zach
Kobe.
doesn't
Right?
have nobody to feed him the ball.
Oh, Zach is the Zach.
I say Kobe.
It's
Kobe.
3-2 Kobe.
Oh, Mars has. Oh, this is nasty. That got nasty. God.
He wanted Kobe to get out of there so bad.
No, I feel like Shaq annihilates everybody on here. Klay Thompson. This is fire versus ice. Klay Thompson versus Brandon Roy.
I'm going.
B Roy. Give me Brandon Roy.
I'm gonna take B Roy. That's tough. That's tough. B Roy was different though.
I'm not a Kobe hater. Yo, Mero, he said dude's a Kobe hater. No, I just feel like Shaq is just like very dominant. And once he gets the ball, it's hard to get it back from him. He's just going to back you down. But Kobe will make it tough. I'm not mad. Klay versus B. Roy.
B Roy.
B Roy.
B Roy. Yeah.
Okay. DeMarcus Cousins versus Jokic.
I got Jokic.
DeMarcus Cousin.
I got DeMarcus too.
I go Jokic.
Is it 2-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jokic, you get the nod. I'm sorry, Cousins. Cat
Jack,
versus.
you really believe Jokic is being prime Cousins in a one-on-one? Like, honestly, just take about your hoopla for Jokic right now today. In a one-on-one, you can sit there and believe that.
I mean,
Seriously.
I feel like it goes either way.
Okay. What's next?
I like if out of 10, it goes 6-4. Maybe some days 5-5 if they play 10 games.
8-2.
I do believe that.
Like, I know it's in practice, he's cooking Jokic like, I should be starting. That's his problem, but I know it's going. I know it's happening. But go ahead.
DeMarcus Cousins in Denver saying I should be starting is wild to me. Like him hating on the bench, like that should be me. What the fuck is going on here?
Like, look at my prime numbers. Right.
Mars, you judge primes. You surprised you didn't give it to Cousins. All right, Cat versus Zach LaVine.
I'm gonna go Zach. Yeah, I'm gonna go Zach. This is tough one-on-one though.
Yeah.
It's close to the
I go Zach LaVine.
Yeah, because Cat could put the ball on the floor.
And I'm off Cat, so you guys don't even have to answer that. Hakeem versus Carmelo.
Melo.
I got Hakeem.
Who did Hakeem lose to in the first round?
Mello.
You mean beat? Dame. He beat Dame.
Mello.
Ooh, this is a weird one.
Carmelo.
I think Carmelo. I mean, I know it's a big, but like I just feel like from a one-on-one thing, it's more interesting if Carmelo gets through. I'm fucking this up.
Carmelo.
So what is it right now? So Zach, who do you have?
Carmelo.
Mars, you have Hakeem.
Yep.
And Ron has Carmelo, so I don't even have to answer.
Bye.
Good for you, Carmelo. Paul George versus Brandon Ingram.
PG.
Yeah, Paul George.
Ingram's literally playing against his big bro.
For Paul George's prime, you put the Indiana, right?
I guess that. Yeah, I mean that was his best year.
Yeah. Nah, that OKC year was his best year.
This is why I asked because I feel like everyone kind of has a different run of him.
I like Paul George, Indiana Paul George, not OKC. I hate everything to do with OKC, starting with KD. Kyrie versus Derrick Rose.
Kyrie.
I got
Kyrie.
Rose.
All right, well, Kyrie goes through. I have Kyrie also. Giannis versus Grant Hill.
Giannis.
Grant was a boy, but Giannis.
You guys made somebody leave the chat. I don't care about the rest anymore. Y'all chose Melo over Hakeem. He said I'm disappointed.
I chose Hakeem, so he didn't leave it because of me.
But why are people thinking like his career is his one-on? No, people, it's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Like I played one-on-one in the gym. Me, Melo, I'm getting in my bag. Julius Randle, PJ Tucker, all of us. I won a lot of those games one-on-one. It's not like careers and all this stuff. It happens. Like, don't come back to the chat.
He's already answered the game for this next one. Kobe versus B-Roy.
Kobe.
And there's a guy named Geechee in the he is mind blown right now that you guys chose Melo over Hakeem. He is off the hinges. But Kobe and B-Roy, who we got?
Kobe.
And I would like to hear scores just because I like this matchup.
11-7.
Yeah, 11.
I like that.
11-7.
Fun one to watch too.
Very fun. B-Roy was really talented, man.
Jokic versus Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine.
Jokic.
I think Jokic.
Yeah, I got Jokic.
I think Zach's gonna have Jokic out there tap dancing. Every part of the elbow, the 3-point line, all of that.
This is a bad matchup. I got Zach.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
I got Zach too.
Yeah, I like when Zach gets the ball, he's just too quick, and that's gonna be the difference.
On top of that, he can shoot too. He's gonna be doing the ones where he takes one hard dribble at Jokic. Jokic's gonna go stumbling into the key.
Yeah.
Give me 3.
Dale, Carmelo, Paul George.
Melo.
Damn, I'm taking Paul George.
Wow,
Shaq.
I feel like he's too quick for Melo on offense. I don't think Carmelo.
Had an argument on this show.
I don't
got Melo.
Yeah, I don't. But in a one-on-one setting, we just talked about it.
Weren't you heavily Melo? It wasn't.
In a one-on-one setting. No, right now when I think because I just thought about the Zach versus Jokic, and I'm like, when Zach gets the ball, Jokic is done, and I feel like it's the same for Paul George and Melo. I feel like he's efficient enough.
Okay,
but I mean he lost. So Kyrie versus Giannis.
Giannis.
I got Ron.
I got Melo. Giannis.
Kobe versus Zach LaVine.
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
Oh, Zach LaVine got to the Elite Eight.
The Final Four, I think. Oh yeah, the Elite Eight. Maybe the Elite Eight. Paul George versus Giannis.
Paul George.
What? Paul George beat Carmelo?
Yeah, yeah.
I disagreed with that one, but
no,
I voted for Melo.
Oh, snaps. Wait, it's
what did
supposed
you
to
have,
be.
Mars?
I accidentally clicked Paul George.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Melo had one. Right. All
right, so let's see. There's
Melo versus Jordan.
No, but okay, so this is Melo versus Giannis. My bad.
I still got Giannis.
Melo.
It's on Zach.
For Melo.
I'm going Giannis
Melo.
over. Okay.
Oh, I mean the Melo Kobe matchup
I'll
is
go.
so much more interesting than to me.
I'll go back and change it.
Ron has Melo. Bye, Giannis.
Book.
So that made it through. Carmelo versus Giannis, and we said Carmelo. That's nasty. All right, good for Melo. Kobe versus Melo.
Kobe.
I'm taking Carmelo.
Melo.
I'm taking Kobe, but I think it's a great game.
Book.
Mines don't matter. Now, Melo versus LeBron.
This is actually nasty, but book.
I think I go Melo here.
Yeah, like I just look at the size. I feel like Giannis would just dominate off of pure athleticism. That's why I chose him over Melo.
Why you talking about Giannis?
No, I'm saying last round. It's with one-on-ones. They don't understand. It's a different matchup. Like, it isn't insane to think that Melo can beat Kobe in a one-on-one. And when you look at their all-time efficiencies, Mars, correct me if I'm wrong, they're probably similar with shots close. Made. So it's like you got Melo with size. And I feel like Melo in a one-on-one setting is just like, that's just him. All right, but in the championship, it is Melo versus LeBron James.
Hold on, Bron B. Jordan?
Smoke Jordan.
3-2, Ron. It was the craziest thing I ever witnessed.
Ron, you got worked and you were trying to be funny talking about Carmelo versus Jordan in the finals. No.
Well, guess who wins the finals?
Exactly. Back.
Yeah.
It's no way. It's no way.
For nothing. Hey,
Shaq tight.
I'm not tight. I'm going Bron though.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Melo's already won.
But Mars, where are you going?
Oh, I was going with Bron.
And Zach.
Hey.
I'm going Melo. Melo in the finals against LeBron. Melo.
Hey, Shaq, this isn't baby blue anymore. This is Bar Melo blue.
I can't believe Carmelo just won this. Good for you, Melo. Good for you. Are we about to quickly do players court?
Yes, please.
We can end on players court. How about that?
Of course. We took my draft away.
It was actually a decent draft. Did you want to hear the topics? Even though we're not doing it. Round 1 was best dessert. Round 2, best clothing accessories. Round 3, worst life decision. Round 4, best TV show. Round 5, most hated meal.
That's so fire.
That was a good draft. I did like that draft, but this is the way the cookie crumbles. We can do that next episode.
Everything's the next episode.
No,
I mean, spent the hour on this one-on-one.
No, we didn't spend that long on it. We got through the 1v1 actually kind of fast. But the order, so we can save time, the order will be Dale, Mars,
Zach.
Zach.
Go second, please. If I could request it, please, just second.
Shaq,
all right, we'll go.
Right?
We'll go. No, you are. Or do you want me to be in this?
No, I want you. No, I want both of us to be in this.
All of us?
Yeah, I can take your time.
Okay, I'll go. Let's go. Shaq, Dale, Mars. No. Shaq, Dale, Mars, Zach, Ron. Is that fair? And please, if you're on YouTube, please hit that like button. And all right. So somebody in the chat, pick a number, and we'll start like that. I'm first.
Zach, you know what we're doing?
No, give me a kind of a brief overview on this.
Moderator.
Oh, you get 24 seconds. We ask a question. You get 24 seconds to answer. the chat decide who gets annihilated each round.
Oh, got you. Cool.
Yeah. But you can't pick the same answer as the person in front of you.
Okay.
And you're going fourth, which
I
is
like this.
It's kind of
not great, but
got to be creative. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. Let's see. What was the number 3? Ron, you got the clock out for me?
You're first. Yep.
First off, Ron, you didn't change 3, so I'm gonna go with. That sucks for me. I'm gonna go with the new 3. A hypothetical trade that would shake up the NBA. Okay, I got it. You ready, Ron? Okay, you can take all the time you want. CP3 for Luka Doncic. I would love to see Doncic and Devin Booker together. I promise you, I feel like they would three-peat. I just feel like it for sure 2 in a row. They get to the finals the first year, maybe they lose. But after that, it's going to be smooth sailing. Devin Booker and Luka Doncic should be the duo of the future. And it would shake up the league.
All right.
Dale, it's on you. I got the time going.
A trade that would shake up the NBA. For all the media narrative, I'm going to go with Kyrie Irving for Russell Westbrook. Of course, this is predicated on Kyrie getting vaccinated. He will be vaccinated in this trade, and he'll be playing back with Bron, and Westbrook will be back with Kevin Durant. So that trade would have the NBA on tilt.
All right. Mars.
I'm going to go with DeAndre Ayton for Anthony Davis. I think AD with CP as a lob threat, his defense, what he brings to the table. I think Phoenix potentially sweep through the playoffs. I think AD in Phoenix, he gets rid of the narrative about him that he maybe only wins with LeBron or whatever the case may be. I think AD in Phoenix is a scary sight.
Okay. Zach, the time. Oh, and Zach, there is a panic button every. You get 1 panic button if you need it, and in this extra 15 seconds, you can use it any round. But if you go out and you don't use it, you just lose. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right.
Give me Dame to the Knicks. Now, I don't know the exact pairing here. Julius Randle's involved. Some picks get involved. But Dame goes over to New York. We finally get to see him play in the theater that he deserves to play in. Knicks become more relevant and more fun. They finally kind of have a true star. No hate to Julius Randle, but it's been a minute since they've, since those mellow era. So let me see Dame in New York. And I just think New York being
time. Ron, it's on you.
Giannis gets tired of playing in a smaller market, and the Miami Heat put together a sneaky package of Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo and bring Giannis down there to play with Jimmy Butler and the rest of the gang. And I think they make a tough pair that's going to be a tough out in the East.
All right. Put in the chat, who do you think should be voted out? I will pick the top 2, and we will run a poll for them. Somebody said drugs are bad for you, buddy. I don't know who you was talking to. Ron has 3. Ron has 4. Ron has 5. Ron is that 5? Oh, it's Zach, Ron. But Ron is looking kind of overwhelming for you.
That's okay. On my way out.
But just to clarify things, I'll run a Zach, Ron poll, but Ron, I think you're getting bodied. But I see a lot of Zachs in there. A few Mars, I know you see that.
I'm in 4th pick.
Mars, are you on mute?
Yeah, my fault. I said there's one guy saying my name repeatedly. The
Ace.
Yeah, guy said my name 25 times.
I can't believe I fell for that. I'm like, wow. He must be a Shaq Army guy for sure. I like that tactic.
No, it's cool, A-Sturdy. I see. Now he's got people joining in with him.
All right, it started off close, but then Ron, you just got overwhelmingly zapped. 3 to the head, homage to Carmelo. Ron, can you pick a number 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6?
Sweet potato pie.
Is that 5?
Mikal Bridges. Giannis Antetokounmpo. You pick a number since y'all got it. I'm about this one.
Ron, what is going on? I don't know what happened. All right. Ron, we'll be waiting for you to come back, please. All right. Number one. That was the first number. The most dangerous shot blocker in the NBA. I'll start my time right now. The most dangerous? I'm going to go with LeBron James. I just am. Chase down blocks all the time. Anybody that's on a fast break with him, they think that they have a layup and they don't. They count the 2 points and he erases them. He also has one of the best defensive chase down shot blocks of all time. So I think LeBron James is the most consistent shot blocker in the league. Next, my time is up. That was a Hail Mary bet. I think it'll work.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
I'm going to go with Rudy Gobert. He leads the leagues in blocks. I think that's what he's there for, to survey the paint and control the paint. The dynamic of the defense in the Utah Jazz relies on him controlling the plays and getting block shots. I'm going to go with Rudy.
Zach, it's on you.
To be honest, what's more dangerous than a guy who can play both defense and offense at a high level? You're not getting shots by him. He can play quite a few positions, or defend rather quite a few positions. Give me Giannis. Antetokounmpo is the most dangerous shot blocker.
Nice. Mars, before you go, Ron, Roddy Ice said Ron's always leaving at the end of this.
Why do you think I'm leaving? Because you guys choose sweet potato pie over stuffing, and I'm not in the competition. What are we talking about? You guys choose Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges was a great pick.
That was a bad answer.
Mikal Bridges was great.
Oh, I hated that. Mars, actually, Mars, the time's on you.
I'm gonna go with Robert Williams III. I think he has the highest block percentage in NBA history. If we're looking at pure how much he blocks shots, the Celtics defense relies on him playing help side defense, where he brings to the table on that end of the floor. I think just purely shot blocking, no one's doing it at a higher level than Robert Williams III.
All right, put in the chat who you think lost this round. And somebody said that this channel is fire. I want to shout that guy out. I have to find that comment. I appreciate it.
By the way, I got skipped. I was meant to go third, but you put me fourth. But
because
steal yours.
My bad, Mars.
And my Giannis pick got taken.
Oh, Geechee. He said this channel is dope. I would like to agree. Thank you for that, Geechee. It's between Mars and Shaq, it looks like.
Sorry,
I'm done. Mars, Shaq. Okay, so we'll run a poll. I don't understand how. All right.
Mars, can I ask you, where did you get that Robert Williams from? Like, you knew that, or you like?
I saw a video talking about the Celtics defense, and Robert Williams' block percentage is like 8.8%. So
it was good. That was good.
But people don't like facts in the chat, so
he's tied for third for blocks per game, right?
I don't know.
Three-way tie. No, I'm looking at it right now.
I hate what's happening right now. Dale, you didn't have to say shit like that, and then Zach's coming on. There's just a lot of stuff going against you. Guys could have waited till the vote was closed to do a. Dale's like, that's a good stat. Yeah, we're voting.
They hear the name LeBron. Like, of course you're gonna win. It's LeBron James.
But I'm down right now, and it's weird. It's very weird because I was winning, and then it just shifted once Dale was like, "Oh, that's a good stat." I hated that stat.
I mean, it's a factual
Mars is a good pick. Because I was surprised when I pulled up the list.
It's a great pick. I'm Williams block shots.
I'm re-entering myself as tampering from Dale.
Never in life.
Sounded good though. I'm letting this go. I'm getting packed up. This is so sad. All right, I'm gonna let it run a little longer than usual, but I will pick number. Yeah, they packed me up nice.
I see Glock QGTM hating on me as well. Him and A-Sturdy must be friends. I see you.
Shaq nasty. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna go with number 4. Dale, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Name a player, and you still have panic buttons. Those are still a thing. Name a player that's categorized as a certain type of player, but really does more or less than their stereotype. Example: someone labeled a shooter, but is really a good playmaker. Okay.
I'm gonna go with LeBron James. Not many people label LeBron James a scorer, and he's just the second all-time scorer in NBA history. They more look at him as a facilitator, controller of the basketball game. I know me, myself personally, people I'm around, they don't look at him as a scorer. For him to score the ball at the clip that he does, I think I go with LeBron James.
It is on Mars.
I'm going to go with Steph. The label as a shooter. He does so much more on the court than just shoot threes. His impact on the game, everyone knows what he does. As a ball handler, he's arguably the second best ball handler in the league behind Kyrie. As a playmaker, the plays he makes for others on the ball and off the ball, just as a whole offensive package, Steph is just much more than a shooter.
Zach, it's on you.
God, give me Giannis. Offensively, we talk about how great he is. He should be MVP kind of year in and year out. I also think he should probably be winning Defensive Player of the Year several of these times. But you know what? They give it to Rudy Gobert because he's padding stats. So good for everyone.
All right, Chad,
Rudy
put the
Gobert,
name.
Stat padded.
Put the.
I had to say something. I'm sorry.
Put the name. Zach, Mars, or Dale. Who's out? Dale. That was a low hanging fruit to choosing Bron. You won over some Bron people just for no reason at all. People say that I'm losing while you guys are voting. Zach, it's looking kind of nasty for you. I don't like that for you. But yeah, I'm
when the chat does this to you, just do something like this and just say something slick. And trust me, you'll get him back.
I want
potato pie. Fucking hit the mute button now. Yeah, I'm with it.
I want to address. I want to address rumors that people are leaving Shaq Army to transfer over to the Marztians. That has not been proven anywhere. Not in Discord. Not in the chat. It's not a thing. But I see the narrative that is being created, so I can lose, more people. But nah, Mars, I appreciate what you bring to the channel, but Shaq Army is alive and well. We're thriving. We'll take this to the Discord after Shaq Army submit. Dale, they don't remember the year straight that we were carrying this show. Me and Dale built this from the ground. JD's going to be watching this like, what the hell is going on? All right, me, Dale, and JD built this from the ground up, okay? So, Mars, it's cute that you came in the last couple of weeks and you're making, gaining some traction. Zach, you're out, by the way.
Euro's in the chat speaking facts, by the way. Just want to let
Shout out Euro and Hezzy. I loved you guys' comments.
Euro also a newbie. What? Euro's been here for a couple months. I see what's going on here. Hello, Euro. I've done an extensive study, Shaq Army in shambles.
Shout out to Hezzy's henchmen. We have a strong ally over here with Marztians.
Damn, it's really some vocal people. Okay, we'll see what TikTok does to you anyways. All right, so we're in the final round. It's Dale versus Mars. Mars going for his second win in a row, Mars?
Yes.
Dale needs 1 second.
Shaq, I need like 20 seconds, Shaq.
Okay. That's good because I can speak back to the people right now. What Mars is doing, we call this a good old stat pad. We've seen Legend of Winning do it. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not about to get nasty. I'm not. Salute to Mars. I'm happy that we were able to bring him on the platform and he's thriving. Legend of Winning would never. What is wrong with me? Why can't I be happy for anybody? Dale, hurry up. Please. I'm happy for everybody. But yeah, since we're about to end the show, can you please get the likes up on the way out? Zach, also, bro, I really enjoyed your presence this episode, by the way. I know it's hard to do a 3-hour marathon sometimes, but I just want to give you your roses. And I miss you, brother.
You guys had me. This has been a ton of fun, man. Yeah, when any of you are in LA, let me know. Shaq, get out here soon. But yeah, I appreciate finally getting to come on here. This is a blast. So,
and I'll be a free agent. My Players Choice contract is almost up. I'll be a free agent in a couple months. And I just want to, Euro and Euro are both buckets guys, and I don't know. It looks like a comfy fit for me.
Hey, do you think Malik Monk's getting re-signed to the Lakers?
No, they don't have the money. I don't think. I mean, it depends on what they do with Russ. Like if they're able to get that contract off the books.
Wait. You guys don't have the money?
No, I mean, I think Malik Monk's going to get a lot of money. I guess they kind of have the money because there's so many one-year deals coming off. But
when I say you guys, I wasn't talking about the Lakers. I was talking about you. Never mind. Forget it.
What do you mean?
Yo, I'm back. My bad.
And thank you
Somebody
for the 300.
In this group's not Malik Monk. Never mind.
Who did Mars pick and who did Zach pick?
Thanks for the 301.
I picked Steph. He picked Giannis.
You picked who?
Steph.
And you said he's not a what?
I said he's more than just a shooter.
Oh, and what did he?
I said Giannis. He's more than just an MVP. He should be Defensive Player of the Year. They keep just handing those charity awards out to Rudy Gobert because they feel bad for him.
I like the Giannis pick. I thought the Steph pick was a bad take. He is nothing but a shooter.
It's all right.
Yeah, facts.
Wait, so did you when you say he's not about a shooter, what did you say was what else did he do?
Oh, I said as a ball handler. I said
yeah.
ball handling, playmaking, everything, really.
Got you.
That's a really bad take coming from the Martians. But Ron, can you pick a 1, 2, 3?
Who's going? Oh, it's on me to go first.
All right, I'll pick 2.
Which play-in team is the scariest? Dell, it's on you.
I'm gonna go with who many label the GOAT. I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Lakers. I think if the Los Angeles Lakers get a chance and they get Anthony Davis back at a reasonable speed, they'll be very, very scary for anyone that wants to meet up with them in the playoffs just because they got that LeBron James on their team. So I'm gonna go with the Lakers and just the experience that come with that.
Pandering, Mars, it's on you.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Brooklyn Nets. Any team that has Kevin Durant, you can't really bet against, as we know what he can do in a maybe one game setting in the play-in, and we know how dangerous of a scorer he is. We saw him last year against the Bucks, what he was able to do. If Kyrie's there 50% of the time, KD can win a series against damn near anyone.
You two are gross. You two are gross.
I don't agree with my take at all.
Okay.
I just said it because I was hoping, guys. I'm hoping I get votes.
I don't understand how you guys both did that. Dale's a KD guy, and he picked LeBron. I think you have LeBron over KD, and you were forced to pick KD. But we will see.
No, I
mean, the other playing
went
teams
Braun because I think Brooklyn's gonna play out of the plane. That's why. I don't think Brooklyn's gonna. I think they could move up to like 6. I really believe that.
That's a really good take.
That's why.
They're 4 games back right now. With,
right.
12 games left.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, the other options are like Toronto, Charlotte, Atlanta, Minnesota, the Clippers, the Pelicans. So it wasn't going to be easy.
Well, the vote is on.
Guys, who should I choose? Who is out? Mikal Bridges or sweet potato pie?
What was wrong with the Mikal Bridges answer? I don't get why you hate it.
We're talking about a whole different argument right now. Let's not get stuck in the past.
Mars, would this be 2 in a row or 3 in a row?
It's definitely 2. It could be 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 2.
Can Shaq Army stand up in the chat, or have we all vanished and just been zapped out of existence while this vote is going on? Just because I just want to see where my Shaq Army guys are at. By the way, Zach, I would love a link for those headphones because I tried out some headphones. They were what brand were they? They were like the popular brand, but they were trash.
This brand right here, MEE Professional, we got them on Amazon. They're not too bad. They kind of fuck around in your ear a little bit, but they look nicer to film with. So that's why I shifted from like these Logitech ones to these.
I got you. Okay. Oh, and while this vote is going, Zach, you can give yourself a shameless plug on all your socials.
I appreciate it. Follow me. It's ZACH. It's just Zach 3 times, spelled ZACH. Find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Check out some of the shows that I do. Follow Buckets on Twitter and TikTok and YouTube. We got a bunch of shows and interesting videos. They've been letting me do like man on the street stuff where I go interview the people of Venice about different things. We ask the question, are the Lakers fucked? And the consensus is yes. Yes, they are in fact fucked. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate it. Hey, Shaq, I may actually have to bounce. Is that cool? You guys, is there a closing segment coming up or anything?
No, this is over. This is over.
Okay.
This episode is over.
Awesome.
So yeah, happy for you to join, Zach. Dell, love is always love. Mars, love you. LeBron, see you soon.
Yo, hey, Zach, you absolutely have to go right now, or can we at least get your top 5?
Oh, my top. I got it right here. I'll give you my top 10 real quick.
Top 10? Oh yeah, let's get that.
Yeah,
Man.
I got that.
We need that juicy stuff, man.
All right. Yeah, look, I'm gonna get.
Congratulations, Mars. You won Players Court, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for all the guys I've heard. Thank you.
I'll bust the votes.
All right. My top 10. I got MJ, LeBron, Kareem, then Kobe, Magic, then Shaq, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, Wilt, and then David Robinson is my last one. David Robinson was a problem, and we kind of act like he wasn't.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that list.
Some of those numbers were disgusting. So that's where I ended up with it.
All right.
Zach, is it any way in any universe that you're taking Jokic over David Robinson?
I need to see a hell of a lot more from Jokic over these couple years.
All right,
Robinson.
That's all I wanted to know.
They're
in
like,
the next.
He like 30-20 games. I mean, like in the playoffs, like it's shit is crazy. And like I love a triple double and I love the assists, but Jokic needs a ring and he needs to do what he's been doing for another like 5 years.
I mean, David Robinson would damn near give you a triple double with blocks, but who cares about blocks nowadays?
True.
Also, can we get one last push in the next 10 seconds for likes before we end this stream? And I think we'll be back sometime, hopefully Tuesday night or something weird like that. Monday night. I don't know. Gridiron coming on tonight on this channel. So you guys can enjoy that. Some ex-NFL player. Pretty sure it'll be interesting. All right, but peace out. Love is love.
Hey, Maz.